To perfect a city builder takes patience. A lot of it. Because of this, I wanted to showcase getting a super efficient Whiskerwood colony completed all the way to tier 4 and make it look beautiful at the same time. I hope you enjoy, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for the best city builder content out now. Let's get stuck in. Well, here we go. Back in for our second lot of days to finish everything off here. And since we did it last, there has in fact been quite a few updates. We now have the very large warehouses. Large warehouse, giant warehouse, and these are what I need for centralized. So we're going to have to move these things over again. However, that is fine. Don't know where they come up in the research tree now. I'm assuming down here. There it is, large warehouse. So once we finish our current one, we'll go into the large warehouse, and then giant warehouse is down here. And I think they can hold like 1,700 or something, which is pretty insane. Now, I know you can tunnel under, by the way, to get to the other islands as well. It is an easier way, but I want to keep it above ground. I want my trains to be above ground, you know. I think it's fun. I will say thank you for the love on all of them so far. It is amazing, and I really appreciate you. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel for all things lovely and city builder, colony builder. It's what we do. Look at that, we hit over 1,000 food. Look at our cooked food. Come on, guys. Oh, it's too good. Look, let's have a look at the whiskers anyway. Let's see what we've got knocking about. See, diligent, pessimist. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we have those. I'm starting to think that actually it's not too bad, whoever you want to take in. I'm just going to take 3 for now. There is already on 120. And we do need to start ramping it all up. Now, I tested with a second school, by the way. I don't know if any of you done that, but the second school actually has a multiplier 0.89 times. So it actually slows down considerably. So you got big trade-off. The more schools you have, the slower the research is. So I tried 2, and it's not that much quicker. I've got a high priority, my new dining hall and my house over here, and we're all good. Let's get out of day 101. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love just seeing really high approval. Don't know why. I'm really excited to get into the T in that as well. I'm going to keep these guys free, though. We are really going to try and make sure we have loads of, what's it called? Building done. We need it nice and quick. So I'm just going to stick the catalyst in there. I actually forgot about that. Let's get these overtimes on as well. We're almost ready to get our pipes underground. There's some that I'll keep above ground, like the water pipes here, I think look awesome when they're above ground. Same goes with some of the steam. It just looks cool. And then we need to decide how we're going to do our storage now. I'm going to have to change things around. This bit's good. I think we can make do with food being in the smaller ones, but like things like large storage we could just make for generic overflow is what I'm thinking. But you see this, like bronze bars. Holy crap, we have 284. We have multiple storages that can cover that though. So we've got 4 over here, which basically all 4 of these can be replaced by one big one. So you'd have to empty out 1. Or 2, place it here, then empty the other ones out and then get that space going, you know. Main thing is going to be mushrooms though, if we can keep those going. So if we come underground, I'm going to remove that one because there's no way we can actually mine that. That is fine. And I'm going to just expand this field. There we go. So we'll get a nice amount on here. We'll let them keep doing, I think they're moving rocks. The field priority should always be this one. And we'll say only priority. They only ever work on mushrooms, these two. Because I see that they've done a bit of berries and a bit of cotton. We don't want them doing that. They need to just sort this. Which for now needs rock removal. Oh, we have our first dining hall in. Let's get someone in. I'm going to go diligent for now. We're going to turn off the raw presence. We're going to have everything else. So hopefully we can get you in before nighttime. But plenty of every day more food comes in. Look at that, 310. Probably make sure, just double check these 3 are all unticked with the lower tier. They are. And then I should be able to replace. So we get 55 out of one of these. So 3 of these covers us, and then we can get rid of this. And that gives us really good room here. But I want to get the houses in first. One thing I've got to be careful of, they're starting to come past these smokeries. So I might move these a bit further out. So we have 3. Maybe if yeah, let's pause that one. I'm just going to straight get rid of that one, actually. And we're going to get... To be fair, actually, I might just work with 2. We have a lot of them. That gives us a bit of space to move these guys out. Because they're really efficient now that we've got all the little storages up. So I don't want to go any further. But the day has ended. We've got all their housing in. Happy days. Look at that. And I will try and make a conscious effort to use the little steam shooters this time around, guys. I won't not use them. The blast furnace is good. I think we just need... Have they changed that? Hold on. Ah, they've added planks into research tier 2 now. That's interesting. It's not a bad thing. But you get a lot more threads from cotton now, by the way, as well. That was changed in the update. I don't think I have anything for the smuggler here. Oh, I do. I got loads of food. I'm not going to give up my cut stone. Look at these jam pastries. You can have some ropes. We do need to get these and fuel. Get those done and planks. I'll go that fuel down. Let's go maybe those. And we can give over some smoked fish. Maybe some jam pastries. There we go. We'll take 8 from them. We've got 19 in store. I'm trying to keep that nice and high. And you have said to me as well, which I do agree with, you can't get rid of that cotton. You can't get any more schematics past the dining hall, it seems, unless they've changed that. There we go. Let's send the largest one. Let's see if we can still get one. See if it's been updated. Let's have a look at what is going on. We've got woodcutter issues. There we go. Get them sorted. We've got some more logs to get here. I'm still going to use these as much as possible. We're getting all of them done. And we've got plenty of houses now, so I should be able to get in a couple more of these. Diligent and gifted. I need to train up someone who's a craftsmaster for another stone one as well. I'm going to re-roll here. There's a craftsmaster straight away, and it's the one we need, a swift one. Swift and loner, considerate's okay, and considerate there. Those 3 will do. Blast furnace is done. Right, we've got 2 rolls, so we need to be careful. There's tin ore there, and there's also clothing. We are low on clothing, so it wouldn't be too bad to get those in. We'll go for one more. Okay, I'm going to take the cut stone and the iron bars and copper bars here. And the blast furnace now is iron ore to iron bars. We're not even actually onto iron yet. I need my railways. So let's go into passenger rail next, because we have built out a considerable amount here to get over. So we should be good. And now the supply ships are getting a bit costly. I'm going to refuse, because I don't need it. And we're going to work on getting more clothing up, I think. Just for basic clothing for now. And I'll get it up on top. I'll end the day and we'll sort that in a moment, though. Look at that. 1,500. But yeah, we definitely need to get the woven cloaks in, because that covers most of our issues anyway. I just need to figure out where I'm doing this from. There we go. We'll just get one through there. That tree can still stay then. It goes through it. I don't like the look of that, actually. Let's get rid of that. We can get another one there. Cool. We'll replace it. Right, these guys underneath are good. Let's get them moved back over to this bit. We'll get these finished off. And then we're fine. So I can get my pipes over. Oh, there's tin here. Look at that. Nice. So going down is actually finding some tin, which is pretty awesome. There's good amount of copper and coal still knocking about in here, so I haven't got to worry about much here, to be honest. We'll keep them going with all these basics. And this supply ship, I swear we had one yesterday. I'm going to refuse another one because it's not needed. And then we're going to assign the apprentices that we need. So let's get these moving for a second one. I think we should have everyone we need. Those 2, let's see how well they get on with this. We'll get the catalyst in, but I think I need to switch to get some more scissors going. So let's get an apprentice in here running that. Let's get some scissors busted out, please, guys. And I'm doing a lot of overtime just to get things moving. Right, we have cut stone. All our houses are ready, so I'm going to go ahead and get another one of these guys. And we could probably go still more showers, but I'm moving into the next one. I think what I'll do when this one's done... No, let's get it first. So we can get the dining hall... Do I want to go just straight on top? Probably. It's really quite straightforward if we go on top, because I can just do this. There we go. So I have 2 dining halls there. I'll strip one of these down once they're done. I'll probably take you out afterwards. We'll get you into this one. And actually 3 of these is as good as 4 of those. So you actually gain a worker back with that too. And they get 3 stars, I think. No, 4 stars dining quality. So we can push them really hard. All right, let's turn the second earthworks back on. Let's try and get this one going. See if we can get this sorted, because it takes them a day or 2 just to get 1 row done. So if we can move that up a bit, we'll be in a much better position. Resources looking fantastic, though. We're not bad at all. I need to just keep an eye to see when bedding is coming in. Is it fabrics? We've got 198 fabrics, so we should be fine. Plenty of threads, so that's good. And we're not even using a cotton gin yet, so this is amazing. So bedding does seem to be coming in. I think they must be supplying it the houses straight away. Let's get someone into this one. We've got plenty of dining halls. And let's see which houses are getting bedding. We'll see it in a moment, but I can't select it on the side until we get it in here. Definitely not seeing it in my tabs though, so is there no store for it maybe? Could allow it down here. Let's turn bedding on, furniture soap. All of these, we'll turn them on in this middle one so we can get that sorted. Let's end the day out though. Day 104 done. And that is some incredible difference on approval. I think I got it just completely sussed. It is all about the houses though. If you can get these houses done, you are good. Now let's check when the next smuggler's coming in because we might be able to. 2 days away, yep. I think we can spend some time replacing some more houses. So, let's got one more. I think we got these 3 to do. I'm going to get rid of all 3. Puts 1 person homeless, but that's alright. And we'll get our 3 stone row houses in. I still want to remove this. I'm hoping to get houses all the way along there. So that'll be the main block of houses. So we'll have 3 high this side, 1 high, potentially a second one on top. So 2 high that side. They are up, so if I move these guys out, we'd also be in a good place. This small warehouse probably needs to go too. It's kind of pointless. Let's empty that warehouse out. Kind of tempted to get another one, and we can have a lift for it. There we go. We'll have a little lift going up to that 3rd one. So this is kind of still going to be the central. And then that one will say disable, and then we'll just select these as the same. I know we can get the large ones, but I just want to get it done whilst we empty this. And there it is. I can get rid of that one now. Freeing up good space, and I still need to get stone going in a couple of little spots. I think most places have stone pathways. Now I'm going to reject one of these out of the field, and I'm going to get in one more bonfire. So we're good up there. So wheat can continue, hopefully. Just trying to see where we can change to wheat. Got a lot of flax fields. Wondering whether we do one of these to wheat. We've got one there that needs to be sorted, actually. Have I missed priority here? That doesn't reach. Okay. We got 69 in though, to be fair. It's that one field. It's just the winter, so you want to prep up a bit more, don't we? Right, what I'm going to do is get... I know that we've got mass ones done, but I'm going to get some more stone done because I haven't actually kept up with doing it. And I don't want to dig too far under these guys, but I think those there will be good. And then we'll keep stripping that down because we do need to keep loads of stone coming. It'll be interesting to see how deep we can go. This looks good though, doesn't it? Not anything we need to worry about. Day 106. I think what I'll do is let's unassign you. Let's actually... There's no food in there, so we're going to get rid of that one. And I think I can clear out these. Where's the pathing issue, guys? I don't see... Oh, I'm trying to access that one. I just destroyed the wrong thing. Now, can you have multiple elevator levels, by the way? I didn't actually check that. Oh, you can. I'm going to put another elevator there. See if this works. I didn't try multiple level shafts to see if they can reach their destination. No, they can. That's awesome. So you can go to whichever level they need. That's so cool. It might slow things down. We'll see, but it looks a bit tidier. We've got this nice gap starting to come, so I really can, once these are out, start to decorate this front bit. Before we deal with the tax ship, let's make sure these guys can continue on. What's your problem? No task in range. Oh, they do have a ring. What are you on about? There's plenty of tasks in range. Yeah, they're just being weird. Right. Let's give over some of our logs, some fish. Got a bit of cotton. I might have to give these guys over today. I'd be very tempted to just go with this one, if I'm honest. Because I'm not getting what I need out of these. And actually, the items we want are in this list anyway. So let's go with that one. Alright, whisker ship. I'll only take what we think is really good. Apprentice and considerate. There we go. Another educated if we wanted to get in another research thing, but I don't think it's needed. And healthy. Let's just take those 2 for now. And let's see if there's anything we want. So I'm looking for some tin. Come on. I don't know if you get tin on this one, actually. We'll take this clothing and machinery then. We've got so much iron ready for our trains. It's unbelievable. We're on 51% of the passenger rail too. Let's do a bit of a tidy up here. Let's get these to stone. Not actually going to change any of the houses for now. But I can get rid of all these. And I'm thinking we get we could do with... I might come out this way and get slide somewhere else. That might block them. I'm going to get one more mining thing because we need to keep our cut stone coming. Because the stone itself is getting low, raw stone. And then we can move a couple of them over when we get the chance. So let's pop them down there for now. Loving this prep food though. Jam pastries and thingies. Everyone can eat jam pastries if they wanted to. Right, our thingy finished. So let's get this changed to what we want. There we go. So they can now use that. I think most of these are getting pretty full with created stuff. Okay, day 106 comes to a close. And already, I can't get over how quick it goes as well. They are fast. I'm not even using the mods either for faster nights and days. There's actually some mods for like 10x speed and stuff when you're just waiting for mining to happen. I don't feel a need for it right now because the time in between the days, which, to be honest, what is it, like 5 minutes a day? I have no idea. But it allows me to look and try and plan what I'm doing, so... Okay, pirate blockades here. I've got some fuel they can have. I'll give over a little bit, to be fair. Winter is coming, so... But yeah, the rest is going to be machinery. I'm kind of collecting it for them anyway. There we go. Only 5, which is good. And smuggler. Should have plenty to give them. Not that I want to give them anything other than this stuff. We'll give them that. We've got a good bit of cut stone. Loads of planks. I think this is kind of where we need to go. I see bedding now too. Look, at bedding's worth 34. I will take all of their gold though. 6 only here. But that does mean one thing. I should be able to click bedding. Why are you not showing? It says we've got it. Maybe it's not gone to storage yet. I'm going to assign another worker in here though. Let's get a normal non-apprentice. They're all apprentices and craftsmasters sat in my thing. So I might just grab one. There we go. Thoughtful. Yeah, that gifted teacher will do. The rest, you can go. We've got problems out in the fields. They're cutting too fast. But even with the long travel time, these guys are incredible. We'll leave them where they are and they can just work from there. I'll probably move this over, actually. Let's get that. Got a whole chunk to cut. I want to get rid of those ones. I need to get rid of these ones in the middle. Maybe I can do it with this one, actually. Yeah, if I chuck them there. Can they reach that one? I think they're going to need a way to get at these. So I think I can go from this bit. And then once they're done on that one, I should be able to go there. And they can walk across and get those trees. I'll just get rid of them. Okay, because we're on... No, we paid our taxes. I don't know. I'm just going to take the small one, though. Although, no, I'm going to take the machine parts one. Because we don't actually need any logs. It's a lot, but I think that's okay. What's your problem? Oh, we can't get down to his thingies. Is that not accessible, then? What have I done here? Why are you lying? You can definitely get down there. I need to figure this out. Hold on. Ah. I see it. I need to move it there. I was blocking that stairway. Silly me. Not efficient at all. I got them set up to take these ones down. I'm hoping we can get rid of these as well. So if I just stick a little stairway up to there, these guys can collect for a while. And we should be able to clear all this out to become farms. And now I'm in a place where I can extend this wheat farm now. And it's pretty green down here. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to get this one as a new wheat field. And even these down here, it's actually pretty good here. Let's do it. Although, I don't know if we need it. I might change these to... I mean, let's do... flax and cotton, because why not? And we'll give all these priority for this one. We still have 13 builders. We are wasting them. I could unlock them to make trinkets, but I don't want them to fill too much space. I do have a bit of space where I can put people. Like this one. I forgot to put this craftsmaster in. Let's get these over time to work down some more stone again. And then I can really get all my houses finished off. Let's start by building another stone one, though. Let's go with 2. Give them something to do tomorrow. There we go. And we'll go into day 108. Look, holy crap, that's my lowest negative I've had in a long time. Wow. That's insane. Right. It makes me want to get onto tea production soon. But I think, like I said, I think I'm going to make this my tea production area. And then ship it back. So I should be able to ship it from the here into one of these. So this back end one could potentially have it. Or I get a large or a new... I might get one more warehouse actually. A medium should be okay for the tea. Put it here. Then ship these babies back. So we'll turn that off. That's going to be tea. Logistically, that should be fine. Let me just double check. So, tin ore. Yeah, that is over this way, which we need to... Although I keep saying tin, like we don't have 370 bronze bars stored. So next is going to be iron. And iron is all the way this way. So we actually need to train to this one probably. That's going to be quite costly. So I might need to bring it along. I still want to get the tin. And that's a pretty cool island that we could potentially flatten out. But I'm still very tempted to keep going. And yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's start filling this in. I'm going to get rid of that one. I'll let them finish this. But I'm also going to bring a nice section over this way. I'll start with that. Let's start getting this moving. Can you high priority in here? I don't think you can. So we'll get that done. Got enough room for my showers then. And we can have potentially, like I say, this needs to be... Actually, I still need to bring this out. My railway. Yeah, let's do that. Because we need to get our railway done this bit. I'll probably just move one of you over this way to get this done. And then you can stay doing that one. Alright, we've got 35 scissors now. So maybe I'll change this over. So I've got to keep just changing this one between like fire tongs and scissors is kind of what I'm doing. We've got nets. Yeah, we got ropes. Ropes are permanent. I probably could get more ropes in. They sell pretty well. But I wouldn't mind keeping the bedding. So I need to just double check again. Still no bedding. They're being used. I got to keep an eye on it when they finish. Like I say though, I could get one in actually. Let's do that. Could train a craftsmaster in that too. I got rid of the school, didn't I? So I really need to rebuild where we're putting that. This could probably go out the way, though. I feel like I haven't quite figured out where we could put this. I got rid of it from over here. But I don't really want it there either, because I want these to move out. Should we stick the school over here for now, and then we'll move it again? Okay, day 108. Done. Alright, we're back up to the normal numbers. That's still insane. Positive to negative, isn't it? I need to keep a close eye on this because there's times where they might unlock more. So like strip mining, I should probably just unlock it for the sake of unlocking it. I've never actually bothered to use it. But this piecework trinkets, Whiskers use their spare time after work to make sellable trinkets. It's pretty crazy. So like if you've got these guys idling, they'll make loads. They're just not worth that much and they take up a lot of storage. So you could unlock that one and then have one separate warehouse that only does that. Right, we've got this one done though. So this is going to be tea, guys. This is well, I think this is a good idea. So we're going to have tea and fine tea. And then we're going to go tea leaves. And tax ship. Let's give over some logs because they're doing my head in. And we got 11 gold bullions. I'm no longer giving over coal. I think I might go for this one again. I think that one's the tin. But actually, this is fine. This is all we need. And I think I'll just keep propping up clothing. We're getting a good amount in. But it's the flax. We've got to kind of mitigate it with that. They're a little bit slow on that front. And there it is, the passenger rail. Oh, this is legendary. What do we want to go for next then? Part of me is tempted just to smash out these, get them done so they're ticked off, because my goal for the this whole playthrough is to make sure we finish all of that. Let's refuse a shipment. We've got to be careful, winter is coming, but we've got 2 more supplies that we'll probably take to make them happy. And honestly, I'd be quite in favor of just grabbing this one and keeping the rerolls. So I'm going to take the clothing and the machinery / iron because we're about to use those. And in the school, I want to train a tailor to craftsmaster. He's an unsafe worker, which isn't ideal, but we'll go for that. You're going to go to... Oh, guild speciality. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. And now that we've got rail... we are good to start. So first station platform, did I say we need iron? We don't necessarily need it just yet. I'm going to try and do these in a way that we can build around, and this will cost us an absolute fortune. But first, I want to do a train. These guys are close enough, so we'll start with trains just out to our other environments for now. And these are easy enough if you haven't done them. Wow, that is a long... So how much is this going to cost us? About 1,000 logs. And then we got to truck back the resources. So I think we just slowly start to build it. Put the cart on ready. We have obviously these guys here. But yeah, we'll slowly get that in. I just need to get it sorted. Oh, maybe I should come here first with the tea. So that's one. I need these finished, really. I want another platform right there. And then another one here, another one here. So that one maybe goes off this way. So I could passenger rail to see if they go off to these. When we could eventually get to these, right? I could put a little cheeky railway here just to bring them in as well. We'll see. I've got plans for all this with steam for verticality, so they can, rather than having these steps, they shoot their way up. Let's stop a second and replace some of these with stone houses. Maybe these two. And house-wise, yeah, that's still good, even with 2 destroyed. And school is done. So let's pause that one. Let's get the tailor with craftsmaster in, because we're trying to push bedding quite considerably. Stone's pretty low, so let's get rid of that one. I'm going to do that. So we're going to just go crazy. We need the mining to happen. Got loads of them. Just need more stone, please, guys. If you could do that. Although now that we've only got 1 working on this, it should be alright. Let me just check. 55, so 110. 140. Yeah, we can get rid of this one too. Once this is empty then. Let's get rid of that. Look at this space. So we're going to get 2 more in this bit. And I want to tidy up my pathways to get this moving. But like I say, these are going to go. So I need the houses to come across. Get rid of these 2. I don't know whether to rebuild that now. I think you have to get rid to rebuild. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to bulldoze that one. We're going to end the day into day 1010. This is fantastic. Over 1,000 above. And we need to pick where this is going to go. So for now, we just need this out of the way, right? Like I said. So this thing also doesn't get impacted by anything. No one actually works in there. So just dump it there for now. And then I should be able to tidy all this out. And then I'm going to have to empty and delete that one. This basically has everything apart from really basic materials. So, I mean, does it? What's it got in? It's iron. So if we have an iron store, we'd have 1 for each, essentially. I might take 1 in. Let's see what we've got first. Healthy apprentice. Yeah, you'll do. The rest can go. And honestly, there's nothing other than maybe ramping up cotton farms. We don't have too much else we want to do. I'm debating stripping back some of this, though. Let's start maybe flattening out this top bit here. So if we do maybe this, I'll get one of them working up here. Now, supply ship. What do I want to take? I'm just going to take the generic, because I actually do need to start taking these now. Just because we are on the good old rails. Alright, this one's been done, so I should be able to get my platform here. Boom. Although, if I put that there, they won't do this one. So I'll finish this, or just keep adding to this for now. Now, what I'm going to do is not go too far, because I might be able to coast along the edge of this to get across. And there's the ocean pipe outlet. Lovely. So I'll move into one we actually need. I'm not going to get tea cultivation yet, because I need to make sure I move into the other one. What are we missing for this? Bronze nails. Let's get bronze nails in so I can get my furniture going soon. And now we have bedding. I can highlight it. There we go. That's why they're really happy. So this guy in here is just smashing out bedding. I will set the full amount as desired for all of them, so they move it all into there. So ocean outlet pipe is the one that you can, I think, pump water out, isn't it? You can dry up an area. So we should probably test this out. I think you can make farms with it. We can essentially start pumping this area if we had to build around it and make farms. So we could potentially earthworks around this. Not going to lie, I kind of want to test it to see if farms are pretty good. Let's end the day so I can see what I'm doing, but let's go into day 1 at 11. And let's just quickly grab our earthworks tool again. I'm trying to do this. If I do something like this, I'm intrigued to see if we can basically turn this into farmland. I haven't got an earthworks there yet, but that'll be interesting, won't it? Hello, smuggler. Have some jam pastries, why not? Have some planks too, got loads of them. Have some fuel. Wow, he's got 13, so let's just give over a bit of everything. Right, I'll take all 13 off your hands. I've got to be careful with cut stone, actually. Let's do planks instead. I need that for building. And I've got so many planks stored, that should be fine. 13, lovely. And there he is, good old taxman. Have some logs. I have gold bullions. I'm just being wary that we need to keep gold bullions for the winter one. But it's helped me just doing this. See, I'm low on berries though, but we'll give just this one again. So I'll get in another earthworks this way. Probably shouldn't delete that other one then. And I'm going to attempt to see if we can fill this guy out, and then we'll water pump this and dump it over this way. I think that's how it works. Content craftsmaster there. Why not take him in? And then we'll take, I mean, gifted teacher. That's fine. We're on 130. Got a couple of rerolls. What do I want? Oh, there's some tin. Let's take the clothes again, and let's take that tin. And we actually are really low on stone, so maybe more miners again. Yeah, let's start really stripping back this top bit then. Let's really empty this out. Let's get another one of those there. Let's go to town on this, and let's see what we can kind of uncover. Because really, if the fertility goes up after we remove these sections, it could be really, really strong. Even if it doesn't, we can build up that way. Right, let's try this as well. So we're going to need more stone anyway for these. Let's get those two just kind of filling this out. I have no idea if this is how it works, guys. You'll have to let me know if you use the ocean water outlet. I think housing-wise, we can get one more in, so we're ready. And tea production is not going to be far away. And now we can get our passenger rail this side, so I think that one's more important anyway. So until that's filled out, though, they're not going to be able to go on it. But I can at least start. Let's end the day into day 112. But yeah, like I say, I can at least start this. If I come... That's going to be so expensive. But yeah, I genuinely want tea over this way. I'll need a couple of woodcutters to get rid of all that. But I'll let them use the trains to do that and clear it out as well. Yeah, need for logs. We have a lot of them right here, though. So let's keep moving this in. This happened in my last one. You just eventually just need so many. You forget how many you need, you know? We got plenty of iron to get it done. You kind of see what I'm going for now? Hopefully you can. And then if we have one there, it'll come to this island. So we'll have all our rails. This one here is going to go over there. This one might come out this way. I don't know. Look at that for farm as well. That is a farming island, so maybe there. Anyway, let's get more miners going as well. Weak knees isn't great, if I'm honest. One thing I have noticed is we haven't reset. Oh, they came back on. That's good. Okay. Is it worth abolishing one of these? I actually need the research for the... What's it called down here? Civic office, so I can put more on. Could probably feed some stone down from these guys to here. It's a long way for them to travel and carry this back down to... Maybe not a bad idea. If I just get like a... If I leave this here for a while, we'll obviously get rid of this. We get a hopper on there. I'm actually out of logs now. This is crazy. What the hell are these guys putting on here? Look at how quick they've just decided they want to put stuff on here. Oh, you silly sausages. Just in case there's any ores in there. Already managed, like... I guess it's quite close for them. Need some more logs. There we go. I'm actually tempted to see if I can get rid of these resources by doing that. Or do they go into the next one? Are they stuck now? Oh, it's flour and fish. They go in automatically. That's really annoying. Hopefully I can get those out. There we go. Right, we've got whitelist only, so hopefully they'll go and just stick what they need into here. Now, the stone, I would have thought they might climb down there, actually, to put it in, but hopefully that works. Yeah, there we go. So I should be able to strip this back quite quickly. He certainly hopes. That's the plan anyway with these two. And then we can rearrange all this. If we strip this back maybe to where the paths meet, and then we can kind of fix these. Because our farms are pretty close up, so if we flatten this down, that's a lot of stone we'll gain from that anyway. I'm also going to get another... I've just realised what day it is, so we're going into the winter now. Let's get another one of these guys this way. So let's maybe... Where do we want to stick it? Is that good? Is that going to give us that any better? Maybe up there. I'll keep some of the trees good. And then we'll go into the winter now. I need to get my fire tenders back on. Let's do that. I'm just going to put in some can't smells and like diligence and stuff in there. There we go. We got our all fire tenders good. So that should cover off for this winter. Be very tempted just to chuck in one more farm working on these guys. So kind of like place it back this way. And these guys just farm these closest trees. That's cool. Let's get that in as well. Now we are in winter, so I'm going to attempt to reject what we can. Let's see. I think we're okay if we get rid of 2. There's the coppersmith for bronze nails, so we should be able to now get into furniture. But is that what we want to do next? Question time. Do you want to get into that steam power? Steam power then unlocks the whisker launcher, which I think will help our current farms quite a bit, so let's do that. Or maybe the large warehouse. It's tricky, isn't it? Gold smelting. We don't really have gold ore for ourselves yet. Maybe... Yeah, let's do steam power because we still got to get the rail across before we can do this for the tea. I'm going to slowly get a couple of pieces again. Very costly, though. And we're out of stone now, so I need these miners to really come and sort this. Might change this around and we move because we got a lot of them. We get another one up this way. kind of working on this. And then I'll figure out how they get to that. So if I get another elevator in there like that, I should be able to get these guys to move quickly to this one. And then we get in just a small stone step there. And I'm going to get a path all the way along. Just so they're a bit speedier, we'll get this down. So that's 3 lots working on this top bit. So they're deciding that walking around's actually quicker to get to a stone storage, some of them, and then some are putting in here. So these guys down this way are putting in the right one. And it looks like fuel is in place. So we got this farm this way. Let's get these guys in. So another one kind of cracking on with that. We got mainly just apprentices in. I don't want to waste them, so I'll just put the generic farmer in that one for now. All right, day 114 then. Yep, no things to worry about here. 1,000 above the negative again. So beautiful. Right, are you guys starting to do your work here? I know we haven't got any stone yet. It'd be fantastic if you could. All right, snow is here though. I think I need to consider getting this house warm as well, so I might get another one in. This is why we need the steam, but I'd be tempted just to chuck one here for these miners then. But steam means there'll be no pollution from it. It'd be really good if I could sort that out. I'm really excited to strip this middle bit out though. It's really hard to think really far ahead in this game, because then you have to consider how you're going to move it around. Can't go over how much stone we've actually used though. Alright, supply ship. Unfortunately don't do stone, but I will take the small one this time because I'm going to get these logs to good use. I know we've still got a few there, but we're almost to where we need to be, so 65. Bear in mind, once I've got this built, they're going to get a load of logs up again over this way anyway. And these will get cheaper now as we go along. I'm actually going to go ahead and place some planks down though, because we have so many. I would be tempted to pause one of these for a moment or slow them down. Let's get the railway in here and let's move this up. And then we're good. So let's get this. Oh, not enough resources. Almost there. Then we'll cut these trees down and we are good to go. Right, since we last played, we now have these in-place upgrades, so we don't need to kind of delete. I know we're in the same video, guys, but there's been a couple of patches, as always, to the game as well, so it's actually quite handy. So rather than me having to mess about, I can now click the specific house and hit upgrade, just like that. And you don't even need to build them. That is huge. So early planning makes a lot more sense now. Alrighty, that's the end of day 114. So day 115 is going to start pretty well. I don't see any issues. Let's go. We're very much just waiting for a little bit more stone to come in. So the plan is to completely flatten this out now. I really want to level this out to make it really nice. So I might even take this even lower. And as you can see, it will be pretty fertile land to do stuff with eventually. So I'll obviously have to do rock removal, but that's fine. Seeing in the meantime, if we can get one of these heating sources in over this way, just to get all these trees kind of defrosted, really. I think right there's good. That'll add a bit more issues, but there is some trees that we can get cut down. I've got logs coming in and it is going up. I just want a little bit more just to get over to this section. And then I'm going to chop all this bad boy down. And this is my lovely tea farm, like I said. So let's see. We should be able to connect this up now. There we go. We officially have our little railway. So I can now put in a woodcutter. And we'll put the woodcutter up this way with a couple of stairs. And we'll let them kind of start their job here. I'll also stick that one there. So they've got pretty much all of this that they can get. I've got a couple of things we need to take down as well. But we'll get all that sort of done. And then what we'll do is add in, yeah, like I say, the tea farm and stuff over here. All right, there's the end of the day again. Still nothing to worry about. Flying through. All things good. Now, I'm just setting all of this to be cleared. So I've decided, screw it, we're just going to take all this back. And I'm going to go down one more layer once this is done. So we'll get rid of all this as well. I think, honestly, I might move this down now. It won't quite be able to reach, though. So I'll let them finish that one first, just to keep stone moving. It looks like the logs are inbound on the train. We get our little one built halfway through winter, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Once this completes, we'll be laughing. Right, we'll manually assign who we want. So for now, you can go smudge and smudge. 2 smudges, both apprentices to chop all this down. And honestly, they're going to have to keep sending this across. What we want to do really is get like a small thing, but I don't mind them just cutting through that till we get this done. Then we'll send the tea over itself from that direction. We're doing really well on this bit. Still not decided whether we carry on digging underground to do the trains underneath, but I think I'll keep it exclusively to the pipes, steam pipes mainly. Just going to reduce the sawmills down a little bit. There is way too many in there because then we can focus up a little bit. Food's still looking good, fuel's good, nothing really dipping at all, so we're fine. I think they have finished this now, which is great, so I still want to get over to that one via like the bridge, but I'd be tempted to move this one over here as well just to get this kind of done. So I really want to test the feature with this pump just to see how it works. So other than this row here, I'm pretty sure that we're stone row housed up. So I'm just going to upgrade, screw it. We'll get 4 more done. And then it's just these. We have room for 4 more whiskers anyway, so I'm not going to put any more down for now. And a 116. Good. This negative thought's even lower. The only thing we need to focus on is maybe getting up to the next tier. But once we get that tier, it isn't going to be a problem. Right, supply ships here. I'm just going to pause a second because I'm quite tempted to get even more mushrooms in. So if I look at the range here, if we come to this bit, I feel like we may as well, right? And we can get them fully cleared. They're trying to get it all ready, which I think is okay. And that works out quite well. So if I move over one of the miners eventually to there, I won't do it yet, but we'll have it ready. And we'll just say, hold on, let me see where we're at with the tax. I think I can reject one. So I'm going to refuse that one. We've still got a couple to do. Look at this bedding now. That, remember, is something we can give over to sell, and ropes and all that sort of stuff. So really good. See, this clothing number is fine. I do want to get into the top tier stuff, but I want maybe... This is all really good. Fire tongs I probably need to stop as well. Are we still working on something? We are. Let's pause this one. That's unnecessary. And then as we've now got stone in, I think we can overtime these guys. I'd be very tempted to get rid of this top one in a moment as well, so I can strip this section out. And always keeping a close eye on these storages. Look how full they all are. Like, everything is just crazy. So I think next research is going to be... Not everything, actually, which is good. One of the next ones is going to be that very own... What's it called? Bigger storage, so I can move this over even more. I do think for the time being, though, we can get another one... here just to match with these guys, and then we'll say don't touch on anything on that again, and I'll get the same as that in there just so it's got the separate resources. What we want to do really is split them out into one large storage area eventually, but I don't know, this little extra, look at these logs now. These are going to block each other. It'd be nice if they kind of moved to the side, wouldn't it? Let's actually move one of these back this way then, because that's all they end up doing, getting each other's way, so they can carry on filling this out. I'm just going to fill out a nice thick pathway just to keep these guys going. And there we go. Another really, really successful day. That's insane. We're almost 1,000 above, so no drama whatsoever. Like I say, one of the main things we can do is get into the better tier of clothing. I am just looking at what we could kind of do. But actually, we've got good amounts of pretty much every resource apart from the flax. I'd be tempted to have a little look. So tailored cloaks is 3 fabrics. We could just get one in. I do want to tidy all this up, though. Because we don't necessarily need their happiness, I don't think it matters. I do see that we're low on tin, though, so let me just double check. That is over this way, so we really do need to get across to this then. Maybe that's the next railway so we can get that tin moving. I know we have loads of bronze anyway, but that's fine. And the same goes for iron, wasn't it? So we started building out. We need to get across to this one. So ideally, this railway kind of needs to keep coming. It's going to be really expensive. I think it's genuinely worth it though, so let's just do it. Because once we have it in, we won't need to worry about it, and we do want it to come from here. I want this as the centralized point no matter what. There's a bit more tin down here. We're getting quite lucky with that actually. It looks like there's a whole tin section in that bit, so we'll keep going down. I am purposely going down on all of these this way too, so I'm going to keep coming in on this chunk. This is just going to go lower and lower. It looks like we can do a couple more in-place upgrades. And this one is ready. So we have another medium. I mean, it's pretty high up now, this storage block, isn't it? But I think that's fine. They can get up and down with the lift quite fast. And no numbers are struggling at all. Let's do a couple more houses. I may as well keep them moving. So we've done 6 again today. That is so much easier with that upgrade. And how close are we? We're on 97% of our steam power too. So let's end day 118. That number, a little bit more negative there, but that's all right. Heavy snow speed, so we're going to not really get too much done today, unfortunately, because of that, but we will have this research finish, which is about to finish now. Look at our points now. Our approval is insane. And here it goes. That should finish. Steam power. Lovely. That is the next one that isn't going to be a problem now. So we're going to want then, like I say, is tea cultivation because we're actually ready for it now. So let's go with tea cultivation. And I've just seen that there's quite a lot of upgrading we can do through these sections. There we go. We'll tidy that up so they can actually get up and down a bit quicker with the stone pass too. And by a bit quicker, it is loads quicker, even with the snowstorm. So let's get that moving. It looks like these guys have almost done this. So we'll carry on this section. And this supply ship, we probably will need to take something. I'll just take the smallest, so I don't need to worry about taxes. We'll have a quick look. Yep, we're good. And I think there should be a smuggler ship. Maybe 3 days away, 4 days away. We'll see. So, with these steam boilers then, you need a water pipe connection. So it doesn't actually matter where we put these from. What does matter is that we get this part right. So, from one of these, we're going to need to come up. And right here is good. So if we set the mine, and we do that block there, we should be able to put in steam boiler right here. Look. Is that going to be annoying? I think that might be better. It'd be better if we... Hold on, if I put it there and we come down and we do this one instead. That would cover this area. Then we put the steam pipes going all the way across. So we'll have our heaters pop up. So we need to sort where we're going to put those. Just realized what I've done. We can still use this area. I've got the mine out of the way, but I did the wrong thing. That's a water connection, which... let's... Actually, you'll find there. We need steam boiler. Steam pipe comes out the top. So, if we have the steam boiler there, this should allow us to go straight in. And then we'll come over the top. Yeah, we'll let that build, because that should connect straight into the water system here. If not, we'll just put in one pipe there. Probably get in a couple of water tanks, so we've got them just on this area too. So maybe one in there. Oh, day 119 finished though. Let's crack on in. Yeah, maybe a couple of water tanks out this way. I'd be very tempted just to stick them. We just get two like that. They should connect into each other. Okay, that's going to block. Let's just get rid of them for a sec. I've got to figure out where we want to put them. It's going to look ugly. I need them separated. The main thing is this steam right here. Alright, we have our fuel and piped water, so we just need to get the steam pipes going down. And in we go. So we can bring this across wherever we like now. And this does cost iron bars, but I'm just going to bring them through the middle, so we've got them like this. And then we'll put in our steam boilers. So we need to decide where we're going to do them. So we need our steam radiators to unlock. But that's the start, so we can pipe those underneath from this section. And then not worry about those looking ugly, and it should cover most of the farm then. Farm? The colony. Alright, day 120, polished off. Look at him, he's so unhappy. This will go up 3 anyway when we do the maximum overpayment. I've got the smuggler, remember, before the tax payment too, so we should be fine. Now, whisker ship, I'm looking to take 4 in. Doesn't really matter who. I might move you over now. You can start mining with these guys. And here we go then. Let's see what we've got. I'll take Doc with the warm core. Patient and strong shoulders, why not? And strong shoulders and considerate. Nice. We've got some more generic ones. That's actually our 2 farmers for this bit, but what I'll do with these is just quickly get in these to be foraged. So what I'll do is put in those farmers that I've just got. I know it's not the right thingy, but it means we can just clear this out real quick. There's a long way for them to travel, by the way, once they get there to the actual food storage. That's alright. I could feed that back in. Once we've got the farm, they're going to feed back over anyway, so maybe I could hopper that and then flip it over after. This input hopper for the farms is going to go right here. But we are going to turn off on that a moment. Only whitelist resources. Remember, this is the tea related one, so I'm going to need, I think, a separate storage for this. Did I say this one's the tea? I did. Good. So we got our tea leaves in this bad boy and then tea and fine tea there. So we should be able to fill this one. Actually, the right way round, which is good. It's actually better if I come from this side. The idea is to stay on the shallow water as long as possible. One into there and then an uplift stairs. Boom. And this one is for the 2 lots of tea. Not those 2. Tea leaves. You know what? I might allow peppers in there for spices as well. Why not? And I slowly but surely need to keep the railway going too. And just like that, we're back under again. And it should be warming up. There we have it. So now our fire tenders, which actually I think I'm going to destroy. We'll get rid of the 2 fire tenders so those guys can be added elsewhere. How are you looking there? Let's move this mining camp now. So we'll have all the mining camps on this level. I should be able to move this stuff now. So let's get them moved down. Because the plan is to demolish and remove all this stuff. So we're going to go from this one and take this whole strip. There's actually some good ores here, so it would be good to keep going. So I'll take maybe this strip as well. We've got plenty to keep working on. And there's tea cultivation. Lovely. Let's get a couple more houses upgraded whilst we're here, though. I am completely full on the houses. That'll do, because that was quite a lot of our thingies. We've got smuggler ship coming. And up next, we want to go into... We've got 2. The tea roaster obviously needs to come in, but I'm okay with getting that yet. The main one I need is steam radius 144. This thing is silly. Actually silly. And then 233. So we actually need to get over to the iron anyway. So we'll carry on with these, because without actual iron production, we're not going to get that anyway. So let's go steam radiator. That one's a huge one, so we'll allow that to keep moving. We're getting quite lucky with a bit of tin down in this one, which is good. So I can keep mining these areas. I think I'm just going to do a big one again. Might make sense to go into the wall here. There's still a bit of coal and stuff in there. I think I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and bulldoze this one now that they've finished. And I'm going to get another dining hall ready, because there's no reason to not have this in place now. And we'll end the day. We'll start making that bit look a little bit nicer. I still have a little bit of plan in my head how I'm going to decorate this area. But the main thing is, on this one, is to be efficient enough to complete it without any trouble, which we're doing quite well. In the next time I play, I've already decided I should not be doing these mining pits. I should be stripping completely underground where you can't see. So I should be planning early on all the little bits that you can do, just so you don't have to worry about it. But this is what it's all about, right? You learn it. Right, we've got loads of ropes to give in then. We'll take that down. We've got a little bit of cut stone they can have. I don't want them to have everything. And we'll take 20 gold thingies off them, bullions. Are they not worth as much now? Have they half the price? Maybe they have. There's the trade though anyway. Look at our storage of gold. We've got 33. It's beautiful. Right, tax ship is here. So let's get this sorted. I've just got to take these trees down, but I might just mine it away. So I think I'm going to carve right back into this. So we'll have to redo all this section, how they're getting up to these ones. And we're going to carve all the way back in. So we've got a nice area to build from. Yeah, gold is not worth as much anymore. It's actually been halved. So that's different. Good news is we got a bunch of cotton to give over. There we go. We're going to send the largest one. Oh, look at that. They've changed it so you can get them now. So we've got to take the bathhouse here. I'm not going to re-roll at all because of that. And what else do we want? Probably the clothing here. Yeah, let's go with the clothing. That's huge. So we can move into the steam bathhouses too. That's quite a big research that we don't need to worry about now. Right, we'll grab in anyone that isn't so bad. So diligence, always nice. Those 2 will do then, because we're going to need to get another house in for these guys. I need to pick where the next stuff is going to go for housing. So I think I can put one on this row. Just wondering whether I can fit them underneath these guys. I think I can. I can. So where we've got these other houses, like, I can stick one in there, and then I should be able to get another one here once we move the stone cutters out. So I think it might be time. Honestly, let's get rid of that. We're going to start removing these stone cutters. And supply ship, we will take the smallest, just to keep them happy. We're back up to satisfied. So these steam bathhouses, they're good. I just don't need them yet, because we're so far ahead here that it's not really too much of a problem. So I'll just continue on. I'm not going to put the farm in until this has been cleared. So flax is gone, which is good. I think 2 farms for the tea in this area will be just fine. We have so many workers that we should probably get some extra woodcutters in. Seems a bit silly to not just clear this out really quickly. And the pirates are here. So what can I give them? Got a bit of gold. See, gold's only worth 233 for them. You can have some fuel. That'll do, actually. There we go. 154 fuel and 4 machinery. Keeping those gold bullions for my next lot. Another supply ship the day after. Maybe we'll take the smallest one. Just chucking in some random more woodcutters in this section then, so we'll have 6 of them, hopefully chopping down these. They're not going to be the efficient ones. I'm just going to chuck in who we've got at the moment. I'm not going to retrain because there's no need for it yet. And this bit's looking good. So what I'm going to do is drain this out and see if I can turn this into an extra bit of farmland. If that works, then that's how we'll do it. Because then I could just put a wall around this whole bit and basically expand all of this into its own little farm area. I also have all of these to extend. Look at that. Oh, it's wonderful. Loads of mushrooms and a big farm area for them to work with. I think I can get the farm in now at least, can't I? So let's make sure we get this in the right place. This kind of needs to be pretty... I'm thinking back against there would be good, but that's our way up. Here's fine. That's a lot of logs coming in, so I should be able to get over to this iron very soon. Realistically, I could have just put one a little railway from here, but I think it's going to pay off in the end doing it this way. So I'll keep going. Look, we can get as far as there already. We only need to come across to this one. I need to move this hopper this side so they can place it in through this bit. There we go. So they can carry on putting stone into this one. I know it's blocked right now, but I can move this one out. Just stick that over there. So they can work with this hopper just fine. And we'll carry on, get the stone down into the area we need to. So realistically then, if we're looking at where we're going to put our... Where is it? Stone cutters. Where should we put them? So if wood is over this way, stone is over this way, does it make more sense to have the stone cutters in this bit? I think so. And actually, I want to reject all. I want to empty out this warehouse right here. I'd be tempted just to smash it down, but we lose a little bit of copper. And I'm going to put the stone cutters in this section. There we go, though. That's a quarter of the way to 200 again. Let's see. Are we going to finish all research before that point? I don't know. This steam radiator is taking ages. We're a quarter of the way there. Right, our food numbers are dipping just a little bit, but I actually think it's down to space. So we don't have room for any more cooked meals. So let's make sure we do even more. And I am just going to keep these at medium warehouses for now, because it's just a bit of a pain to move it around. I'm trying to figure out how we go about doing this. I think an elevator. There we go. We get an elevator up to that one. We'll untick this. That's also for meals in there. We could go above it, but if I want extras, we can do that. How much are we looking on flour now? 195. So this bakery can probably turn back on. How many berries do we have? Not enough. So let's do bread. And we'll just let that kind of tick slowly, I think, with these two. I won't put the craftsmaster in. That's absolutely fine. We'll allow the stuff to go in just on that one. We'll start cooking up a bit of bread and I'll get these guys moved in. So I see 366, so it is too full. I think we just get this one going. Now with the farm, we probably want to, let's get you moved so I can see what I'm doing. These berries can go in there. Get the 2 farm workers if we've got them. We've got a gifted teacher and the apprentices are a waste. I can take one out of the woodcutter that we've got in. That is a farmer, I think. Or is it in here? It's in here. Let's get you reassigned. And then I can put the other farmer in this one. And we are going to get farm tool or tea leaves. Oh, no. Did this last time, actually. Tea leaves were a bit rubbish, weren't they? We might need to start fertilizer. The plan was to hopefully go this way. I guess we'll see how we get on. We'll field priority them anyway and just see what happens. I think in terms of stairs, we probably want it there. And then we'll end this day anyway. It's all a play. I didn't get around to too much of the tea last time. I managed to get a little bit in, so we'll see how well they do it. I think it might just be one of those, right? So if we click fertilizer on, if we ever get any, they'll go into these farms only. Let's upgrade a couple more of the last houses. I think pretty much everything is now stone. So I can get one more house, and I really want to fit these back here again. So let's turn on the filter so I can see it. So I think for the time being, I can get one there. Like I say, I need to move this over. I think this one should now be empty. It's not, but it's only got the fuel in. I'm okay just to kind of get rid of that. We'll lose it, but that's all right. And what we're going to do is get the stone cutters in this way. I'll probably just go with 2 like that. And I'm thinking we get just a little lift again. They are 100% the easiest ways to do this. And I can literally go like that. So we'll just squeeze it in. So it'll be nice and neat here. I can get rid of the other ones once they're done. To be fair, though, it's about to be nighttime. I'll just leave them. I was going to overtime them, but it's not going to matter too much. So we get that nice and close to where our stone is. So this should be really quick to get this stone stuff done. And then they should be storing them in this one. These ones, sorry. Capacity always getting really full. How the meal's looking again now with that extra storage space. So berry soup is incredible now, isn't it? I would like to see more of these guys. So more fish skewers. Our biggest problem here is they keep filling up with fuel as opposed to mushrooms like we've said here. All right, 126 dump. Look at this. Positive thoughts still going up with the negative thoughts still hovering around the same number. So insane happiness. This already is a pretty nuts build. I'm so happy. I really wanted to try and build more vertically and it has worked. So I love that. Let's see what we got for the smuggler. Again, some bedding. Give over all my ropes. I'm not going to give them anything else. Planks we've got loads of, and woven cloaks are coming in nicely. So maybe some more jam pastries. I think that'll do. Bit of fuel maybe to top up the rest. We'll get 14 because they are worth half the amount now, which is rubbish. Here we go. We have our stone cutters then. Let's go ahead and take all this out now. So what I can basically do is house this whole section and really start to tidy up all this bit, which is great. So we can see it's nice and clear. One of the main things, I just need to get this emptied out. We obviously need that research done. So steam radiators to 51%. I think I need to commit to the bigger store after that because I really want to get the houses all the way along. But I will get now another stone row house in this position. And we've kind of gone with it going out and then in. But I think that's all right. We can go up another layer exactly the same. And there is no real value to this wooden path either. So we'll get another stone house there. Probably get some extra decorations on that bit. And let's get our good workers assigned. There we go. And we'll overtime both of these to try and reduce some of that stone down. I think those two next to the stone will be really efficient anyway. The same way the planks became really efficient. Right. I'm going to have to... Do I go straight gold bullions? I don't think we do because we've got a bit of cotton. It's a shame there's not much else you can give them really. But large shipment looks like obviously it's important to get because there is now other researches we can get. Right, next supply ship is in. I will take just the small one. Check in on you. What's the problem? Wow, these guys are just mining super fast here. So I'm going to have to play some rerolls because we did see an extra research come. Now, I probably need to have a look, really, before I do any more. I obviously need these iron bars too. I don't think we're going to get another one, are we? Tin ore's good. So that maybe that was the only one we can get from the chain. I'll take the machinery. 41. Holy crap, there's some fertilizer too. So let's see if that works on the old T and the extra machinery again. So we've pretty much stripped this back to where we want to go for the building purposes. I think I still want to bring this down. And there's quite a bit we can do. I can also carve as long, because we've already got the pathways there. I can actually carve this down anyway. Still haven't decided where I'm going to move up there. Maybe that's where we put decorations and stuff. I don't know. Got room for 5 whiskers again. We'll take the diligent. Swift and nosy isn't too bad. My pace is not the best, but we'll take it. Alright, let's end it. Still very, very good. I'm hoping to get that office open soon, and I'm just going to place some more of the... well, I think, to be honest, I want to get the road along here. Some decorations in this bit. These need to change. I've got to be a bit more tactical with how we place the decorations for sure. I'm just looking. We might even be able to get the slide attached into this as well. We could go one further and do that. What I might actually do, though, you know, all of these houses bits. Let's do hanging gardens all the way across because, I mean, I've got about 300 planks placed on the map at the moment, so I don't need to worry about any of these being a problem. And it kind of just looks nice, and they'll get that extra thing anyway. And we'll move back on to getting this railway sorted. 125 logs. Wow. Right, we're almost... There we are. We're in. We are good. So this platform then... Get in right there. With the cart. And we will get a mining camp. Haven't set up the iron smelting yet. I just need to get that kind of done. I think... Honestly, this railway cart is a big one. Like a really, really big one. We'll need boosts on this one for sure. It kind of seems a little excessive going that big, but it doesn't matter too much. But almost there over here. They're doing a great job. This one's nearly done. 2 deep there, and then we're good. But yeah, you really do get the farmland. Worst case is we could just fill this out. And that is what we could kind of do on all this area. Because it just keeps the thingies flowing, right? Alright, looks like we're ready to get these guys mining. Got a long old way to travel. Patient and strong shoulders is good. We're going to go iron ore. Boom. We're going to get all the surface bits first. I think I'll just take that, actually. And we can feed back from here anyway. But this also has... it's a lot of coal that we can use. But as you can see, we're only on 40 iron, so we do need to get that moving. Honestly, I'm going to come underground and I'm going to start setting up the next section for pipe works. So we're going to have to keep going from this bit. I think we're going to have to go lower. So I'm going to bring it this way. The plan is to hopefully mine underneath this bit for the pipe work. So if we come maybe to there, then we're going to have to go lower again to this bit. So I'm getting round. What I'm going to do is get over to all the farm areas. You see where these flames are? I'm going to keep those in because this is how I know where to kind of mine from. If that makes sense. So we're never going to need water over this way. So we can basically bring our mines and just the pipe work to come into this section. We will need to go too deep though, actually, which is a good point. So from this section where it's 3 should be okay. Oh yeah, they just need to fill that bit out. So I'm not going to set up the mining until this obviously finishes, but that's the plan right there. I think that's quite sensible. Right, supply ships here. We're maxed on the old tax. I'm just going to reject one. It's coming tomorrow without anything else kind of ready, so just need some numbers going. I might we haven't got that much flax, actually. I was going to say I might overtime the next one, but I don't think we can. Yeah, so going to need a major boost on this one when we get it. There is a steam boost you can do. It was 79% on the steam radiators now. Let's actually move one of these back underground now. I think we can start at least mining this section before we put these pipes in, right? And we'll see how well they can kind of perform. Look at our food though now, that extra storage and all that bread coming in. Things are looking good. I think we overtime the smokeries though, because we've got good amounts of stuff to use to get those moving as well. And I could even do it with more fish. And there we go. Into day 130 then. Honestly, look, the power of these two alone, but that pleasant surroundings by sticking in all of those decorations across the top has given in that extra mountlet. So each time they walk past, they're really happy with it. Remember, it does give a buff each time, so it's worth doing. Actually, thinking we do it all the way along this too. That absolutely makes sense. They'll be nice and happy each time they walk past one. They love it. Righty. I don't necessarily need to give a large one here. We're getting loads on logs though, so I'll reduce those down a bit. We can give a couple of gold bullions. Honestly, try and give a bit of that over. We have our iron coming in now, which is nice. I do kind of want this one. There we go. We'll take a large shipment. How are we looking over here then? Looks like tea leaves. Look at this. We have a glorious, glorious leafy goodness coming in. So I need to also get that research going. Holy crap. There is way too much going on. Why can't you guys mine that? I know why. We actually need to go there first. So they need to mine these two out. Then they'll be able to go underneath for these one. Always going to be a problem, isn't it? So hopefully I can get underground on those as well. You know what? It makes more sense to go there and then just remove these. That's actually much better. Right, we're going to re-roll that one. I'm actually after the... you don't get as many. This isn't that great. I'll take the bread and spices and the iron bars and copper bars. Why not? Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. What doesn't make sense is those two. So we'll just kind of bring it in this way. So as long as I can pipe around and still walk. So we'll keep it to the right, maybe. Is that going to work? 3 just seems to be the easiest, so I can actually go down. We'll go like that. I'll try and keep it 3 and then maybe 2 on this one, just so we can get across to it. Pretty sure that travel, it's not even the iron one, it's for the travel. This train is fast for the first half. It's quite funny, actually. Oh yeah, whisker ship. Should we have a look? I'll take warm court, swift. That'll probably do. And we're on 142, so we're fine on this bit. Really need to get this emptied out. We need to get that next storage then. 96% on the steam radiators. I think honestly I'm gonna refuse one here. And there we go. Nothing to be concerned about. Again, look at those positive thoughts. Definitely think you have it sus with that though, for sure. It's not hard at all on that front. We are maxed on houses though, so the next lot we need to consider is if anyone comes in. So let's get these 3 filled. So I don't need to worry about it. And I think it's safe to say these being where they are is pretty damn quick. So with an overtime, but this is only 2 of them. This number's still going up really nicely. Right, smuggler. I'm not going to give away the fertilizer at all. I will give away some bread. Not fish skewers. Fuel, yes. Maybe a bit of bedding. They've only got 7 to give away anyway, so have a cut stone then. Alright, only 7 old thingies. There's the steam radiator. Almost, it's a bit weird with the storage because I'll go obviously for this large warehouse, but you may as well just wait till the giant one, you know. So much that I want to get right now. I think we go with the large radiator though. Large storehouse. And I'm going to start binning off some of these heaters, the ones that are close, so I can get the steam radiators in. These have a huge radius, so they're really good. Question is, where's the pipe? Right. We got to plan these in a way that we can go underground like that. So we can get one in there. That covers that one. It's quite easy actually to plan them out, isn't it? And this should be easy enough for me to put multiple here if we think about it, right? To connect these in. So if we have a need for more steam, we're just fine off this. And this thing is supplying quite a lot of water. It's actually crazy how much like you don't need, if that makes sense. This one water pump. Oh, look at this too, guys. Now what I am doing though is cutting under this. This might end up being a very pointless thing. Maybe I should go round it. I don't know. Kind of makes me want to fill in this whole bit rather than just doing what I said I'd do now. Yeah, you know what? There's no reason not to do this. I know it's changing it, but I'm going to go like this. So I'll leave the mined bit out and then we'll fill it out once it's been mined over the top. So they mined this really quick. I think, are they still doing this? Are we in? We are. We're attached right now. Look at that. We are in to our first piped steam. So this one is ready. And it looks pretty tidy, I'd say. So up next, we're going to go with this one. And this one should also be nice and easy. Remember, we have a better radius for these guys. So this guy comes over to here. This guy we're going to need to put there. That actually goes into our farm, doesn't it? Okay. So how am I going to do this? We'll cut into the farm. Yeah, we'll cut into the farm. Then we'll reduce this down. All right. So let's go up, down. So maybe just one less. There we go. I can see it now anyway. So it goes down into that bit. Perfect. So we'll have our second one. So I've got to find a way to get them all the way across. Like I say, if I mine over to these, they will should be good to have that all underground. Obviously, guys, this is never going to be perfect because I'm trying to keep it entertaining and not watching me min-max every little bit. Because personally, I do not see the fun in that unless I'm playing on my own. And I'm technically playing with you guys, you know, so I don't want to do that. There we go, though. Day 131 completed. Almost a third of the way again to the next one. Realistically, then, how many researches do we need to do? Done. I've got these two to finish off maybe whilst I save the other ones. All of these I have real no desire for. Like, I feel like I don't ever need machinists unless I was going for a long time. Same with steel melting. So all of this, it doesn't matter to me unless you need it for the steam engine. I do want this stuff though. So fine kitchen is crazy. So smoked fish plus mushroom stew makes savory meals. Bread and fish skewers makes the hearty meals. And berry soup and jam pastries makes fancy meals, which is going to be the main one really. But you need the spices. Now you'll see the mine shaft creates this wooden bit under the water, so it's fine. Looks like our foraging needs are done. There's a little bit over this way, but I'm going to go ahead and demolish that one. Not required. I'm almost tempted to get a trinket thing and get them to just start crafting them too. Now, how much tea have we got in now? Am I looking at that? We've got 21 tea leaves. Good. So it is working. I might get my second farm in ready now as well. I have this pretty centralized. It should be able to cover the remainder of this area. So if we go maybe here, might take them quite some time. It does go green actually after they've grown once, look, from what I can see. That's good. So it is just a start. I see good crop fertility. Tea leaves are now green on these, so maybe it just, you've got to plant it once and then it kind of becomes fertile. We are running severely low on copper. Let's have a look then. There's loads of surface copper that we probably want to grab here then. Maybe we go down to natural level with this and we have it around the back then. Is that silly? I don't think it is. It keeps these guys working too. Have a giant cliff edge at the back. I don't know, I'm literally just winging it. Winging it with some basic ideas sprinkled in. And there we go. Into day 133. Oh, negative thoughts up a little bit. Subpar clothing. I really like their pleasant surroundings though. That's super strong doing that, you know. So I think I won't have all this ready by the next winter, I don't think. So we'll just make sure that we are kind of keeping it as is. We will need less radiators, which is something we are good with. So that's also something to keep in mind. We could also change them for the other heaters, these ones. They have better range. So as an example, let's get the heating stove in instead. They are way better range. The only problem with the heating stove is you need an entrance point. I think that's okay though. Anyway, let's go and pay our taxes. I'm gonna give you a bit of fish, loads of cotton to use, a couple of gold bullions. I do kind of want to go to the top one here, so we'll do that. There we go. We'll send the largest, just because you get more resources. And this supply ship, we can probably just take this one. That's fine. Okay, let's see what we can take. That's pretty good. That's a lot of machine parts. Tin ore's good. I'm actually tempted to see. Copper bars are at 300, so even if we run out, it's not too bad. Bronze is at 466. Kind of want this again. There's really nothing good from these, though. Ah, that's good. That iron bars one right there. Let's grab that and the cut stone then, because why... We'll grab the next bars, actually. Why not? We'll take those machinery as well. That's pretty strong. I think I'm going to empty out this warehouse now for when I can, this central one. And just double check what's in there. So it's pretty much... Oh, I turned it off, didn't I? Let's see. Fertilizer, woven cloaks, machinery. Seems to be a mixture. There's no food, though, so we'll keep it to the raw material kind of area. I've got room for these guys, so we'll take whoever's good. Can't smell and swift is insane. And it's the same as just swift, so can't smell is just the best, man. There's someone who's healthy there too, so we'll take those guys in. We have a lot of whiskers, and honestly, plenty of time to do them. I can get some extra farmers in here. Let's go. And let's also get a farm tool. Pretty much gonna get them prioritized on all of these. And same for you. If you can reach, do that one as well. And we'll just slowly get the tea leaves bumping up even more. I actually need more flax now. Let's have a look at what we can reduce or change. Might just be best getting in yet another farm. I'm honestly not sure where to put it though. Yeah, I might just get an extra farm in just to work these areas maybe. I don't think that's a problem. Is that blocking anything if I go there? Blocking this access, but I don't think that matters. Let's do it. There we go. We'll get a farmhouse in this bit as well. Send that date. Oh my god, we're nearly under 600 again. Boom. Yeah, the only reason I'm putting these in is just to farm. I'll let them just farm whatever they can get their hands on. So there's a good amount of stuff down here that they can do. See if there is any farmers that we can put in for now. We do have two we can put there, look. Oh, we got loads. Run about. Main thing, though, is to bump these up again. So we're aiming for quite a few skewers, and I might need to make a second mushroom farm. Someone's struggling down low. No storage destination. Okay, we're completely out of stone. This is almost done. I'm going to get a large warehouse just for stone, so I think I'll... Honestly... Oh, that's annoying. I need to kind of empty this out. The bottom one out, almost, for stone. I could stick it next to it. Turn it into that one whilst we empty that. Kind of what we've got to do, isn't it? So we'll get the large warehouse. This thing stores insane amounts, I think. So let's go right there. Oh, it's blocked. So we'll get it on the edge. This one we will turn off a second. And then I'm honestly going to feed that into this one. I'm going to take those away. Probably that one as well, actually. And then we're going to feed it straight back into this once it's done. And this is going to be stone only. This should cause give us a really big thingy to use. And then I can flip this into something else. So I can probably change this into ores, the same as the other one. And there we go. All our farms are good. So look at that bump straight away. I've seen the berries go up, which is great. I can't get over how many there are in the old booked thing off one going. Almost being too efficient becomes a problem on storage. I know we can cap what we're making, but I just don't want to. I'm just going to keep smashing it out, man. This one's almost emptied out. I can't wait to get rid of that. And day 134 finished. Yes, still really strong. I love not having to worry about that, really. So I'm thinking maybe a water fountain in this bit actually might look quite cool. I know we tested it over here anyway. It uses 28 piped water because that one's pretty pointless. I can get rid of that. Maybe move it this way. We might then need to get our piped water underground though, which we're fine to go down this way. Yeah, right there. Look, we can get it moving along this one. Got to be careful that we're not blocking ourselves as they come through because they can't walk through the pipes, remember? So having it in the middle means that they can't walk down here anymore. I've just realized, and they also can't get in this bit, so we need to make like little entry points or something. I reckon, well, it is possible. You could always put, you could go one up, put stairs over and around, little like ramp, or you go up to the closest point. So you have steam go on the left, always stick to the left as an example. So rule of thumb, you always have to go from one side, which I think is fine. I don't think I'll be using more than 2 anyway, though. Right, we're good. 987 in this. That's pretty crazy. And there we go. Feed it in. Let's get the stone moving. So we're going to logistically reject all in there. Let's empty out that warehouse. And we're going to move the stone into this. This is completely backed up anyway. And how's that? So, obviously, all done with that one. What do we want to go into next? I need to find a way to utilize the whisker launchers, but for the moment, I'm going to go for the tea roaster. Don't think I'm going to grab these. I don't need them. Also don't need the cotton gin, if I'm honest. Potash fertilizer is one that would be helpful. But we want to get down into the tier 3. I want the rail booster and civic office quite badly. And then I also need a blast furnace. So let's get ahead and get that in. So realistically then, blast furnace, we're going to want to add into this section, right? So travel time's not great. Should we just stick it there for now? Just out the way. It's hard to plan it, pinpoint at every single thing unless you're really fiddling with each element, right? That's end of the day. Just smashing in some overtimes. We're all good though. Need to spend more really on these days. Day 136. Just thinking for food wise, total capacity is getting pretty full. So, I mean, this one's okay, isn't it? Could potentially, I might need another fish one. It's kind of what I'm thinking. The amount of cooked meals we have, man. All these teas coming in was really nice. Tempted to get another one. So your meals as well. I could get one on top to go this way, which kind of makes sense. So I'll get another one of those in. That's for meals. I'll get another one on this one for raw resources like fish. Stick that there as well, and we'll untick that so we can deal with it. Smuggler, please take my ropes. You can take them all. Have some jam pastry, some bread. This one has 20, so we probably want to get rid of some stuff. Take all my cut stone. Why not? We can boost that anyway. There we go, 20. Boom. Thank you very much. Blast furnace, we'll get a craftsmaster in. We actually have one. Do I have a mining apprentice? I don't. So we're just going to slowly smelt iron bars. We're going to need quite a few for the research that we're going to have to do anyway. We'll give over some fish and some logs, have some cotton, and I'll probably do this one again. Just a smaller one. There we go. I say smaller one. I've got so used to sending the largest, you know. Right, we have completely cleared out this section now for more farms up high if we need to. So all of these can obviously go. I think that's where I might use my steam shooters. For anything here that would come in handy. Maybe the tin. Don't really need the stone though, I can't lie. They seem to come together, those ones, which is a bit annoying. I'm actually going to take the bread and spices and the clothing. And another one. Like I say, we'll only take the ones that we can kind of use then. Strong shoulders and patient. You guys will do. 148, that is all our housing now. And we honestly have that many spare. I don't need to take any more. Where are we going to put the tea roaster? I think somewhere over here is good. I'm also going to go underground and change this. I'm not happy with this placement. I'm actually going to put it like that. So we're going to go along this front edge here and keep it to the left. That way we're not blocking and we can go underneath should we need it. And then this one, we can come straight out. Hopefully these guys will mine. They can't actually get at that to mine it though, can they? Let's do that. And we'll move this to there so they can actually get in here to dig that out. A little bit of maintenance room, we'll call that. Yeah, that's much better. We just got to figure out how we're going to do it from this bit. But I think as long as we go this way first, we should be okay. I'll just have to keep some of these burning for the next winter. We're already coming into autumn, so how are we looking here? We're still not emptying this guy out, man. I need more. You know what I should be doing logistics-wise? We should be getting more of these guys in. There is no reason to not have more logistics hubs. So I'm going to get 2 more in. We got a little stone path next to it, so they're good to go in. I'll get those filled out when we need them. Really good here. 1,100 above. Day 137. Let's go. Alright, we're just coming into night time. I've put in a couple more. I say a couple more. 4 more. And unfortunately, I've just realized you cannot delete the central warehouse. Silly, silly me. So this cannot disappear at all. So what I'm going to do is just allow food into there. That's a shame. So building around the central warehouse is kind of annoying because I didn't want that there at all. But that's okay. And I've gone through and decorated all along the tops of each one. And I've connected in this next steam one now. I'm having a little bit of I've done the wrong thing a few times, but that's okay. All still happy. let's crack in to day 138. So that's 2 completely done. I just need them to mine this bit out, which they will finish off, hopefully. And then we'll have that connected in through here. So these guys will get their mining done. It takes them a little bit of time because they've got to move around. I'm just going to add some apprentices to this one. There we go. We'll probably have just 2 in here smelting the iron bars so we can get to tier 3 very, very soon. And it's almost time for me to get rid. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. You guys can go. You're chilling. I can move you away and you can become farmers. I am thinking more mushrooms and I still don't know what to do with this. I think I'm just going to keep carving out. As long as there's a way up to these guys, which at the moment they're using this. So what I might do is have an elevator that comes on in to this section. So they utilize it via this bit and then strip all this away because I kind of want to dig this all the way back to this area, right? And the slide won't disappear. It'll stay there anyway, so why not? It might look a bit ridiculous, but I think it's a good idea. And let's go into day 139. Still no issues here. We're 1,000 above, so I'm pretty happy. I haven't even gotten to like proper satisfying their top tier clothing or anything yet. One thing I have noticed is the tin ore is stupidly low. So if we look again, we've got to get across to here, right? There is a little bit this side, so I might set a bit of a mining camp. Start going to town on this area, maybe. Let's just see if we can uncover something there. And I'm actually tempted to build just another one because we've got so many anyway. And what we'll do is just get the logs in to this path. That'll do. All right, tax collector is good though. I think we're very solid on this. We'll give them some logs. We've got gold bullions. I don't know which one to go for. Might go just here. Actually, with that cotton, I might be able to go further, but there doesn't seem to be much point. That will do just nicely. And there's our tea roaster. Wonderful. So that's going to go straight in. Let's actually get the... What is this? Windsock. Is this new? I mean, let's quickly do that then. We'll get that windsock in, but we're going to go ahead and get the tea roaster. And part of me, I think we just have it this end. I'm not too sure how we want it to go. So if we look at it from this perspective, we're going to have warehouses there. We could go... I think... He is still okay. It's a bit of a travel thing. It actually makes more sense to try and get it this side. Let's put our tea roaster... Can we go a bit lower with that one? Yeah, it's right at the top. So that says underwater, so we can't. So we're going to have to move it backwards then and have some kind of stairway up to this thing. And whilst we're building that, we've got these guys in. Is there anything there that would come in handy? Let's reroll. Right, let's go with the iron bars and bread then. It's pretty similar to what we were just doing, but that's okay. And there's the windsock. Wow, can you just stop a second so I can finish? There we go. We've got a spiral stairs going up to the tea roaster. We've got this windsock, which is definitely new. I'm going to get a couple of these guys in. As you guys can pass, let's just, for now, we'll chuck some in. I'm trying to decorate, so I've kind of made this a little bit nicer. I've got a slide coming from the top as well. So I thought that would make sense to put in, right? And let's maybe give you guys one there. Get one there. Obviously don't want to block anything, so I'm trying to make sure we pick the spaces right. These guys up top are not the happiest either. Let's go. And looks like iron has sorted itself out. We've got more. We may as well hit a bit of a block now on those guys, get them moving. And mine is ready over this way. We'll get those 2 in working on that as well. And what do we want to do next then, now we've done that? Obviously, we've got the new things in. Again, there's been another update since I played, and it's the platforms for the trains. You can do the archways and stuff with these. Construction with the anchored platform. I'm not too bothered about that, really. Realistically, I'm tempted to get this out of the way. It does put the expectations up, but I think we're okay. Like I say, I don't need these. I don't think I need it. Yeah, let's go research the tier 3. Let's kind of see how long this is going to take. I'm just planning these other pieces for when we go a bit further in, right? And that's going to be... I think where we need to go to. Do I go one lower? I think I do. And then... Is that too low? That is too low. It's quite hard to get it right. So I'm just looking at where we mine out from. And realistically, we could use this piping. So I'm hoping we can go there. We're going to need 2. And that's going to be for the next heater this side. Remember, they're a bit bigger, so we'll see how we get on once that's done. Another night of satisfaction, though. And let's end the day out. Yeah, it's still really good, isn't it? I need to start spending a few more of these, to be honest. But right now, I don't think it matters. All right, we have a smuggler. So is there anything I can give? There's a bit of fuel. You can take a bit of that. You can take some planks. definitely take the ropes. I do need these. So bedding is such a good one to sell, to be honest. I am going to get rid of some of that. There we go. There's the 8. Boom. That's all we can get anyway. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting this set up now to maybe move this along. Just to tidy it up just that little bit. So I am going to slow it down whilst I do the work. There is a whisker ship, and I am going to get it so the slide comes all the way down. So they don't need to use the lift. I'm just looking at where it goes to. Because there's a lift here that they have to connect to. But I actually think if we do this right, we can path them down. Like that, and they connect right in then. We've got use of this space, so all we need is one of these guys. And then we connect that into there. We've got a pathway. And then what I can do is actually get the... Need to mine this out. The slide can come all the way down then, hopefully. Is that the right thing to do? I think that's the right thing to start by doing. So we're going to need to mine that one out. We get rid of that one. And we get rid of... I think these guys. So bring that into there. Yeah, let's rip those out. Let's get these stone paths over this way. I should be able to get that one in there. And these guys can move on up. Don't think this makes any sense either. So just fully tidy it all. Get rid of these. Just thinking how else we could get this up. We're going to have the lift come there. And these guys can go in. So I can actually get rid of these stairs. And the lift will come into this section, which can get over to this one. Also get rid of that. So quite a bit of tidying up I wanted to do. I stopped for a while just to think about everything and what it's kind of looking like. Because it's looking a bit messy, right? See this? What is that all about? I can just have a nice set of stairs right there. So these guys can do their thing all the way down. And then, yeah, that's mined out. So I should be able to go ahead and get the slide all the way down now. Beautiful. So when they're up there, look, farming and stuff, they can come straight down. And they've got lift to go to here and lift up here. So that'll work for now. I don't want to build this any further because I don't like the look of it. And we'll take the basic supply. We're on 5% of that research. It is so slow when you get to that point, isn't it? Let's speed it up, though. And day 140 has finished. I am aware that we're almost into the winter as well. I would like to have a few more steam connections done, but that's okay. By the next winter, we should be fine. Remember, the main goal for this series is to be somewhat efficient, but also have just really good... all the research done, basically. Worth noting as well, 1 iron ore makes 5 iron bars. It is pretty nuts. So is that the same for these guys? It is crazy how many bars you actually get from them, really. And our tea roaster is here, so we need an apprentice farmer. You will do just fine. Let's start producing our own tea. 1 tea leaf makes 5 tea as well. Holy crap, man. The catalyst is fire tongs as well, which we've got plenty of, so nice and easy. They're just starting to mine this out now as well, so we'll have that before winter. They're all the way over to this section. We've got to go down and up there. It's a bit awkward, so I might need to stay quite low. I don't know whether we continue it on from here, to be honest. I think that's going to be the case. I'm just trying to line them up, so we're coming all the way to here. So if we start with that one, because this layer up is pointless because of the water. So I'm going to go that low so we can meet in with the other one. I'll keep that as a guide. If we come in this way... Is that right? So we've got 2 more units to go. Boom. Right, we'll go to there. We'll see how that does. And we want to go from that level, right? Because we're not quite at the right level here. I just want them to finish this and then I'm going to move them over. So they've already got the little section done. I'm going to get rid of that one as well, just so it's clean and we can see going under. I might put stairway in or something. I don't know. All right, we're on 15 degrees. We are going to need to get the fire tenders up and running, to be honest. Let's end the day. Day 142. Coming on in. Now, I've built these extra carriers as well. We've got loads of people running around. So production and efficiency is just wild. They are running around like lunatics. All right, tax collectors here. Then we have a lot to give anyway. Have a little bit of coal. Why not? Look at all these logs. May as well give a bunch over. A couple of gold bullions. I'm not... Oh, look at this. I might even be able to go full whack here, actually. And just populating the fire tenders straight away as well. These guys, doesn't matter who they are. From the warm cores and stuff. And then miners. I mean, what do we have here? We have a tree thing that needs to go sorted. But I got my gift supplies first. Let's see if we can get something decent. That is a big chunk of... I don't actually need any of these, though. Ration meals. There's some tin ore. That's great. So I'm going to take the tin ore because it is something we're lacking at the moment. And we'll maybe take the... Let's take the ration meals. Why not? Just fully digging this down now. I think we're in a position where we can keep going back. I might even set, I think I need to go these here. I don't know, the plan is to just dig right back. And these guys are now good. That's wonderful. So I should be able to go underground now with these guys and carry on. Might overtime that. We'll start digging it a bit further. I'm going to come back up now because we can get in our next pipe. Boom. This is why we need those iron bars. But we have 2 pipe steams on the go now, so they are good to go. And they don't require any workers or anything. This is the main thing. So I obviously did put the fire tenders in anyway to start stocking up their fuel. And let's end the day. 142. Hey, that's huge right there. Look at that. That's a big number. So there's a lot of like nothingness happening at the moment as we move things around. We've got plenty of houses for people just doing this research. We're on 14%, which is long. Oh, what have we got? Whisker ship. It's gone. I didn't need anyone, so you can carry on. That was from yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, we've almost completely cleared these out now. We've got our second farms up, so I think these guys, honestly, are going to be moved. I don't think there's anything else we need from here. And actually, this island now doesn't seem to have that much of a patch. So I think I honestly get rid of that. I'm going to start training up a bunch more farmers, I think. But again, I've got machinery parts for you. It's what I've been saving them for. Maybe have a bit of fuel as well. There you go. Get out of here. All right, we moved those ones out of the way. I think I'm saving the rest of these bits for chili peppers, I think. There's a good bit of tin down in this pit right here. We've dug far enough and we're actually getting a good amount down here. So I'm going to keep this area going, actually. This is so deep. I actually don't know how far you can go in this game, depth-wise. It'll be interesting to see, but we'll keep digging it out and seeing. And smugglers here. Again, it's going to be some ropes. I think this time I might be able to give over some cut stone. No bedding to give, so we'll probably just give over planks. That's absolutely fine. We'll just take the 7 more. They're pretty good anyway. Like, yeah, I just like to keep a good amount of them. And we'll have a look at this whisker ship. So let's see if there's anyone that's all right. Diligent and healthy is good. Diligent is good. Swift will take you. Monarchist there I'm not too bothered about. Wow, that's actually really good. I'll take you as well then. Yeah, we get prepping for this winter there. I'm hoping they get all this in and we're good. And honestly, more decorations. I'm just trying to get more in. Because they look nice. And you can see the happiness as they walk past them as well. It's kind of one of the main things keeping them good for me. So remember, we got nothing coming now for the winter as well. So we've got tax tomorrow, but that is it for a while. So I'll be rejecting a few that I can do. So we want to probably take something from this. Might go with this one. Why not? We'll take the tea. And there we go, though. I don't know if I'm going to finish all the research in the 200 days, but look at this. That's mega. Obviously, I'll say what I said already as well. In this series, it's really hard to try and optimize it without becoming too boring. So it is a case of just trying to be pretty good. If you play on your own, you can optimize like crazy. So I do get where I'm going completely. Could do it a lot better, by the way, guys. And I'm just too lazy to do the recording for it because it would take me so long just to get a video out, right? So it's I've got to find that balance, you know? Anyway, let's deal with this. So remember, the next one's going to be pretty expensive. So I'm going to go for... To be honest, I am going to get it in. Still got 6 gold bullions, so let's get the largest one. I am still going to continue to cut down as many trees as I can. It is a long way to walk, but I don't like wasting too many resources, so we'll go with what we can. I can get up there. Industry machinery wears down 50% slower for 3 days. No. Well, it's partly tempted to get this fertilizer, to be honest. And some soap or something. Yeah, let's take these 2. Why not? We actually are onto the steam baths, aren't we? The bathhouse, which requires a steam pipe connection. So I do want to get that done. It just requires a lot of mining, which is a lot of what most of ours are doing now. Right, I think it's time we probably... I might even move this foraging hut this way. Do we have anything left? No, I think they're out, so we're good. You know what? We'd be better placed just binning this one off. Let's get rid, and honestly, let's get rid of a couple of these. I'll leave that one for now, and we'll get maybe more farms in. So at the moment, we've got lots going on in the farms. Are you not on that priority there? There we go. Get on that one as well, because there's a small crop field of wheat that we should be doing there. I actually want more flax too. So you know what? Let's get more farms in. I think we can honestly get one So we can't block. That's the main thing. We've got to be careful we don't block. I think he is good. And then what we do is just get a nice long set of stairs because we're not going to have any farms up that way. And housing wise, we've still got 3 spare, so I don't need to do anything on those. And every single house is stone row. Doing really well on the mining here. This mining pit has gone crazy, so I'm going to keep moving this one. And honestly going to overtime this again. I've been overtiming it constantly to try and get this done. They're getting there though. And I'm quite tempted to turn fertilizer on for these mushrooms when it's done. So if they get fertilizer in, we can put it in there. Let's end it though. Wow, look. Oh, we did get the culinary delights. We had tea and a top tier 4 food as well. That is nuts though. Kind of a waste right now, but it is what it is. I like to pretend that I'm keeping them really happy. Right, how's this big one doing? Look at this. Even the large warehouse, which by the way has been halved as well. This was 1,000 and something, but it's now 987. That's got the stone in. So filling up very quickly there still. So what would be really good is I'm hoping to... I might switch it to clear this for farms is what I'm thinking extra. So we're going to need a lot of them, right? If I continue housing, we're going to get up still. We've got room for a good probably 200 whiskers in just this section for housing. So I'm not too concerned about that. What I do need to check is heating though, just to make sure. Main thing you need to worry about is housing. So we've got a couple here that might be a problem, to be honest. So I'm going to get one of the larger ones in. So we need a heating stove or 2 this way. Might get one. Might do it right here. And that should be fine because we're already in a position where it's okay. And they can get up to that just fine. And that should cover these. Like I say though, the steam ones provide a really nice big wide area. And I've got a bit of overlap, but the plan is obviously once that steam comes in, it should fill this gap in. So all the farms can continue. And still got a little bit of tin from the ones we grabbed. Are we finding any here yet? I don't think so. So we'll just let them keep doing their thing. The 2 in. What I would like is these. You can put woodcutters in to go next to the farms to cut down wood as well, if that makes sense. You could do the same for berries as an example. That way you make it farming more like Timberborn, I guess. Because that's what you do in that, isn't it? There we go then. Another solid day. Day 146. How's my research doing as well? We've got to be coming close, haven't we? No, 28%. Now, I have tried multiple, but you get this minus 0.89. So I don't know if 2 is still quicker. I think it might be. But again, I don't know. I think I might put in some more water tanks as well. What I like about the water tanks is they are instant. So I don't know if you can stack them on top and it counts. Does that work? Oh, I think it does. So you can just put them up. That I didn't know. There we go. Oh, we're in a pretty mild winter at the moment with rain, but I'm going to refuse. Yeah, let's refuse. I can't fit it anyway. I don't care about winding them up anymore. Look at our food as well. Holy crap, man. Got a good supply of pretty much everything. And let's just check our heat overlay now. So we've got a couple of houses here that aren't great. I could overdrive that one. I'm wondering if I can overdrive my steam one. Oh, I can. If we hit overdrive on that one, I think it absolutely rips through water. But the area is insane. Yeah, much, much more. But I think we make enough anyway, don't we? It depends how much fuel it uses, I guess. There it is, look. As long as they keep that topped up, we're absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm seeing it go up. I don't know. What I'll do is I'll turn that off for now, because that is going to be a problem. We'll probably need a second steam boiler, especially when we get the bathhouses on. Come on, I need this research to finish, man. There's the snow, though, finally. And how's tea looking? So I think it's something I want to get up on here. We've got loads of tea leaves. Is that actual tea? Or are they drinking it as fast as we can get it in? I think I might want a second one in here, then. Oh, you need educated for this one. Interesting. It's getting pretty full where we store the tea, too, isn't it? That's a problem. Man, this storage situation is nuts. Let's get a big, large warehouse then. And what we'll do on this one is change it to these guys. So we'll basically say don't prefer these guys. We'll have these preferred in the one next to it, so they feed across to it, but this one will have the tea, right? Otherwise they're going to not be making it very well. It shouldn't take them long to build either. Camp storage full. Okay, is there nothing you guys can do? Do you want to just go ahead? Are we out of storage for iron as well? Coal. Okay. And yeah, we don't have the big ones over here. These guys are absolutely jam-packed of everything right now. which is pretty crazy. Well, we can put a large one on top and get the lift to continue up to it. I think that's exactly what we do. So we have a lift going into that one, right? This is going to turn off that, though. We're going to just allow oars and stuff in there. And that kind of caps off in a really nice looking fit. All right, this one's ready. So what we're going to do is turn on tea leaves, peppers, and we're going to say, we actually prefer these guys, so move them over if you can. Please, that would be great. And then hopefully we can get tea in that one. So mainly then it's going to be tea leaves into this. So I'm going to be honest, I really can't be bothered to remove and set up the food storage for this because I'd have to move it over, build it here, cancel it, move it back over, right? It'd be nice if you could delete a warehouse, the resources sit on the floor, then they move it over when it's done, if that makes sense. Because otherwise it's just an extra faff for no real reason, if I'm honest, to set up your storage. Like as a new player or a new start, right? You don't typically think that far ahead, I don't think. I don't know, that would be a personal preference from me, just to be able to delete one of these but not lose the resources. Or they decay over time, you know what I mean, left outside, and then they can get moved across. And all the trees are officially gone off this island, so I'm going to go ahead and delete both of these. Well done, guys. Actually, this guy, I do need a heater this side, don't I? That's a long way to travel to sort it, though, so I think for now we'll leave it. What I would really like is to have our water storage out away from everything. I'd like a large tank, but like over this way, you know, because I'm not going to use this section like this. And then we go up on top. I think that would look super cool. And this is like, what I want to do is join the networks up, but that's going to take some doing. I either have to go underground from this section, which I could do and feed it across, or we change it, right? But like this bit, really, I can, I think. Oh, it doesn't connect up there. That's interesting. I guess that's because it's the pump. I like that you can go on top, right, like that. That's cool. So we can just stick it up there and then have these networks. I can either go straight over the top, like I said, or we get rid. I'm going to get rid of these ones because I don't like the look of it. I think that looks much cleaner by having them offshore. And this one looks like it's ready now. So these are going to be for the oars. So we'll allow that one to have those guys in. Stone is also getting super full. So I've overtimed them, get those pumping as well. Let's go though. Day 148 completed. That's looking a little bit worse. Threadbare clothing. I do need to fix my... Oh, forgot to click the wrong button. I do need to fix my better clothing, to be fair. I'm still running it through here. So we've got food area done, haven't we? This bit needs a full tidy up. So I'd be tempted to get my new weaver section sorted. Don't know where to put it yet though. That's what I mean. I'm really lost for where to put things. Think about this. So what we've got paused here, for example, the netter. Let's get rid of it. Right, doesn't need to be there, so I can see what I'm doing. This goes up to these guys. So yeah, this is quite... got stairs coming up there anyway, so realistically, that feeds into this one. I need to move these around. So we'll go for another tailor. This one will do clothing, but it will do it from... I'm hoping I can get it in this section. That would be really nice. If we change this, we get one of you there. I'm going to demolish these bits out, I think. And then I can get my next tailor in this bit. And these ones are on the ground anyway, right? So we could get two. Does that block anything? I don't think it does. It fits really well to get a little decoration in there, like a tree. Let's see. And these are both going to be producing the top tier ones. And supply ship, I'm going to reject once again. And looks like this needs moving down below. So well done, guys. Keep going. That's where all the stone's coming from. So remember, we're going to have to feed the piping somehow to get into this. And we've already got, to be fair, where we can go. So it'll be down like that. And just like that. So I can see it. And we'll have steam going through that way. So if I can get those heaters done over there, we can keep farming running through the winter perfectly. Oh, there's some gold ore down here. Nice. Let's grab that. Let's strip it back. We are ready to keep going here. Get all of this. Right, here we go then. Let's see. If we got any apprentice, we do. We have a craftsmaster. We do. Nice. Boom. So we're going to go tailor cloaks from fabrics. How many fabrics do we have? 261. So this is perfect. We'll get both of these running. How's this looking now? We're definitely getting ores into it, aren't we? So what I'd be tempted to do is turn off the ores on, like, so couple of these so they don't bother even trying. So they go and put that at the top. We only just have enough inside our restaurants to cover our population. So I'm also going to need a 4th restaurant at some point. And let's end the day. Let's get into our 150th, officially the halfway point of this video. Well, just coming in, and I don't even think our tier 3, it's on 45%. Wow, it's not great. And I keep bringing this piping underneath. I'm only going to come to here. I don't know whether I still need that 3rd one. I don't think I do. So if I come to there, they can still walk, right? As long as we just dig it out first. My issue is going to be when we come to go into this one. So we need to have it fully mined out to start, otherwise it will be a problem. But a problem for another time, right? I'm just going to switch on the coppersmith once again to get some scissors in, because we are out of those. That's what I'm doing, just keeping one where I flip between it, because you do need to pause it. I think it's the most important thing. And let's have a look. We have the tailored cloaks now, so we ideally should probably switch from woven cloaks to tailored cloaks at some point. I'm going to keep them on the bar at the moment so I can see. But it's going to be interesting to see how many we can get out of this, right? And that we need scissors in these to make them better as well. We've got bedding in you, threads in you, fabrics in you. And then we've got woven cloaks in this one. And woven cloaks in that one. So how many threads do we have? 531. Let's turn that one then. Let's change this up. Let's change you into threads to fabric. And we'll only have one doing woven cloaks as a fallback. And the rest will be doing the main one. So I want to try and get up to tailored cloaks instead. Because we have the resources. I just need to get it pumping. And there it is. Day 150 then. So the winter obviously is causing a problem. The threadbare we're sorting. I think once we get rid of that, we're good, right? Yeah, then we've got subpar clothing, which will disappear. And that's about it. Chilled paws. We've got a few of them struggling. And there we go. Look at that. The new big storage is getting all the tea leaves in. So this is nice and empty. This is kind of how I like to do it. So we'll have the carriers moving from this one. You can almost have everything dump into one, have carriers move it into the respective storages afterwards, which probably, now that I think about it, would be the way to do central storage. So you'd have every single remote area pushing onto one line, that then goes into one super large storage, but then have multiple carriers moving the storages items around, and that's pretty much all you'd need to do. Realistically, thinking how quick I can strip all this back to just dig out a complete flatland down here, right? Have like a central garden. Thing is, once you dig these out, the fertility does go up on them, so they are quite handy. And then this earthworks is almost done, so I'm going to continue this on, actually. I'm going to fill out all of this section wherever we can, and we can turn these into extra farms. And I do want to separate out, but I think that's good. Still love the verticality, though. It's hard to make it work, but it is awesome building upward, I think. Food's still looking amazing. We got like 2,000 food items, so no problems. I've got that one set to mine out just how we need it. So that should go all the way into the pipe work there. And honestly, you can make the pipes by having a second connection in, actually. But we'll go with that for now. Let me come up and just see. I'm trying to line them up perfectly. It's not as easy as it looks. There we go. That one's ready as well. And let's go. That's looking healthier again. Yeah, goal is just to keep an eye on this clothing to see how quick we can get them in. We're officially out of copper ore now too, so let's have a look about, see what we can do. I think we've got bars to keep us going, but and we've got 435 bronze bars, but we are, I think, at 380, so I think we're okay for a little bit. Right, winter ends tonight. Actually, that was quite an easy one. You guys, how are you doing? You got your only field that you care about, right? Only priority. So let's have a look. Are you fertilizing it? Crop fertility is really good. We just need them to work on it a bit more. I think I'm tempted to get more going on this. If we get a second farm down this way to work with these guys, I think maybe... Does that reach everywhere? Not quite. I think in here is good. I might get them in that section. That's perfect. So we get one in there. I can then expand this one. Go in there. We'll just have that sat in the middle of them. Our logs, like, look at our log conveyor. It's completely full. Again, look, we've only got the medium warehouse. So I'd be tempted to try and change this, where I'd actually be tempted to delete it. I know that sounds really silly. So what I'm going to do is cheese this a little bit to get better storage on it. So we're going to need to do logs. And if we go all the way up, you can use your logs like crazy, right? So I can just do this. Then we can go... So we've got loads of logs in there. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. We're going to go ahead and build a large one. Hopefully, I can make this work. I think I can. I've just got to move this back a little bit. We're going to lose a little bit of the logs in there, but that's okay. We go there, and we do that. I think that'll go in. I'm not sure if that's the right place, but we'll see in a moment. And disable all inputs will allow that to be logs momentarily, and we'll prioritize that one. It's pretty cheap to make anyway. Let's end day 152. Boom. And winter has ended, so I'll be able to turn off these fire things momentarily. It's already 0, so I'll wait a little bit longer. Are we looking on tea now? Do we have them coming in? There's quite a bit of work I need to do. Tailored cloaks, again, I'm fixing that, but we need lots more going on these. I'd actually be tempted to try and overtime them too, just to get more going. As long as the threads and the fabrics are good, we're fine. And hello, tax collector. I've just got rid of my logs, haven't I? Right, let me do something here. There we go. You can have some of these logs. Because I don't need them. Loads of cotton. We'll give all that over. We've still got 1 gold bullion out of it. That's fine. Everything else is looking good. Actually, you could set up a whole mining operation of iron and get loads out of it. All right, I see our next mushroom farm is good to go as well. So we'll just get maybe you. That's about it. If there's a whisker ship, though, I'll take it from there. What do we want? Wow, 72 iron bars. Take the tin ore, I think. Tin ore again, I really don't need that stone, but it's fine. And then we'll grab the machinery and iron bars one because we're going to have pirates again at some point. And I think I'm officially going to retire my wild tree farms and stuff. There's the whisker ship. So I'm going to try and get in a couple of farmers. Although I'd actually be tempted to get in. I've got an apprentice farm, which is a bit annoying. So I'm going to take anyone who's all right. Warm core is something I don't mind. Actually starting to accept some of the like weak ones and that. They're not great, but if they're just sitting in a factory, it doesn't matter too much. And then we'll take that craftsmaster. So what I'm going to do is actually come on in though. Once this is done, we're going to train some farmers again. And I think we are out of house space too. So it's finally time to go up one and get these done. I'll go for maybe these 3. That sorts us out for a bit. And then we've got the pathway. I'll probably just get 1 more actually there. So we're done. And we got room for another one there. Again, I can go 1 higher if you look. So we can go a whole row over the top of this as well. All right, logs pumping in. I've got it turned off, but they go in anyway. So we just want logs. And we'll have loads coming in. This is going to fill up very fast anyway, but at least we can get that moving again. Ooh, one day where we didn't fill it up. I really want to see how quick we can get these threadbares, but... Right, 64% as well. So slow, man. I'm going to get another one in the coppersmith to start pumping out some more of these. Get moving much quicker. And a supply ship. Should we buff this? Let's go for this one. Yeah, why not? I think we've got a smuggler coming, haven't we? Yeah, we have. We're going to have lots to give to them. Oh, output full. Do we not have a storage zone for cloaks? Ah. Need these guys to hurry up and move. Let's turn tailored cloaks on there. I didn't realize we were slowing ourselves down. Maybe a little bit of a storage. That should keep them moving. That's why we're not seeing them then. You just need the carriers to sort it out. It looks like they're sorting it now, so we're all good. And now I'll officially hit another overtime, and hopefully we can pump these guys out and watch these numbers climb. We need to... I don't know how many days a Whisker has this coat for, so we'll just have to see. Actually full on both woven cloaks as well. I'd be tempted to change that one again. No, they're fine. We just need woven cloaks to go into a storage as well then. So all these little things, right? We'll turn that one on then so they can have it in as well. Alright, what a day. So, looking good. I think I am going to set up this storage then. So, I'm going to take it slow on 2x right now. I know we don't have the largest, but that's okay. I think these guys are fine. And what I want is each singular main building resource to go into these, right? So, how do I play this? I need to look at it where crafting and building happens, but actually planks can go anywhere, right? I'm tempted to stick it in this section here. So this is going to disable all inputs, and what we're going to do is empty these guys out. I want to get rid of these, start tidying up some of these smaller ones in favor of a large setup. And once this guy's built, we can then move it forward. I love how efficient everything's moving too. It's so nice to see. Right, that's done. So this one then, what I want is to be planks only. I'm going to try something. We'll see. This might not work out very well, but we'll go with it. These little ones might stay because they need to as part of these guys, but there we go. These things moving nicely, so I can go ahead and destroy both of these. Really start to tidy it all up now. I might empty out both of these and get rid of this. So we need just fish and thingies on this one. And let's go like this. I've already got it in my mind what I want to do. So if we bring it this way, I can have this one empty. We'll go for a little bit of coal and fish, mushrooms, and then that'll work for these guys. So we've got them nice and set. Then I can decorate this a little bit. I'm really not happy with these logistics hubs. They really don't need to be where they are. Look how quick these planks filled up, man. That's great. So now I've got rid of those. They were in a good spot. And now we're looking down here. Good, sirs. Very good. We're almost there. I think being in spring now, we can pause both of these fire tenders again. That's loads of workers to bomb around. And I still don't know where to put these logistics guys. So what have we got? 4. Let's get these hubs moved to a better spot. 10 the day, then we'll do it. So there's day 155. Good. I'm trying to keep an eye on these clothing still in the background. They have dipped completely again. So also something else we need to consider. But I really don't want it to be too ugly and scatty, you know? So I'm trying to think where we can do it. So we've got main storage block here. We're going to have another restaurant on top of there. I feel like we could make use of this spot then, the logistics. So if I just go ahead and get, let's say 6, that should future-proof us, right? And what we'll do is have, going like this. We'll have 6 logistics things at the top. And here's the smuggler. You know what, have some more jam pastries. We'll take all 22. And I think as these logistics come in, it should be able to start destroying these ones. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to get rid. We'll have loads of workers we need to sort. But it just means I can tidy this whole section up because it's getting on my nerves. It's too spirally, you know? So that opens us up nicely and honestly might move fishing. We'll get another fishing dock. Let's see if we can get one this side. I know I was going to go extra cooking or something there, but I think I might be able to. Yeah, we can get it right there, can't we? If we get that one in there, I can destroy that out and we'll have another storage along this bit so we can start filling up a decent amount there. There we go. We've got 4 filled up now to replace those. Let's have a look at what we have. We need someone educated, so I'm just going to take them. I know they're a monarchist, but it saves me having to train them. We'll take warm core, and that's it. Now, I wish tin didn't come with the other ones, but it does, so it's a bit annoying. Comes with the stone every single time. I think we're okay for a while. We've got a lot of copper bars, so I won't take any right now. I'm going to take the iron and the medicine one. And there's our fishing, so let's go ahead and get rid of this one. And it's Shadow, Ansel, and Dart. There you go. You 3 get back in there. Turn on fishing nets. We've got our 2 fisheries moved. Look at this space now. So I can go ahead and get another large. And we can get it right there. And what we'll do is just have this tidied up. And then I kind of want to get rid of that so we can have another one in this bit. So I can move this around, right? Is that sensible? How many fish have we got? 185. Let's empty that out. Now we'll get our Weaver Craft Masters in. We should be all right. And the educated, which one was that in? That was here, wasn't it? So we get Waffles in there. He's not a farmer though, so we need to change that too. And then tea will come in nicely. So this one back here, I said I want a little bit of coal, or what do they use? Fuel, sorry. A little bit of fuel. So I want to allow 10, mainly of those. We'll always request those. And then we're going to say, the problem is I don't want them to put too much fuel in there. It's going to be fish, mushrooms for these guys. So we're fish and fuel, fish, mushrooms, fuel. So that's everything we need into this large storage. I've got to figure out what to do here. We've got so much space. Once these fish come out, we'll be fine. Let's end the day though. Another big boy day. Look at that. And a whisker ship. Let's see. I mean, we're getting quite a lot of choice now, so it's pretty good. I might take another educated because we are going to need them. They're greedy though, but screw it. We've got so much food, it doesn't actually matter. We'll just take a couple of random ones. The rest can kind of go. We don't have necessarily the housing for this, but I can fit them. I think that's all we're going to need for quite some time though on this front. We'll just get the 1 extra house in. I need to get my hanging garden. So I've done that wrong. Why did I go backwards like that? I've got the little row that I wanted to decorate on the top. Oh, you silly boy. Get rid of all these. It's not right. The houses are supposed to be forward. Thank you very much. There we go. That's better. And then I can continue on what I wanted to do, and that was to have flower beds dotted with... Add a little something to the back, you know. I don't think it matters too much, but screw it. I think it looks nice. Right, this one's allowed now, so what do we want realistically in here? We've got planks in this one. what do we want to move into this one? So I don't know how many storage things we're going to have. I think I can have them stacking up. So we want maybe 1 or 2 of something in here. As long as we've got planks, and then we're going to need cut stone. Let's get that one in there. And hopefully that's preferred, and then I can start emptying out the other ones. And there we go. We've got our craftsmaster in there. So hopefully tailored cloaks now should stick in nicely. I'm just going through my buildings to make sure they're all good. If there's one with a farm where they don't quite have everyone in, I'm going to get another one in. And there's a lot of mining we should probably do over this section too. There's some gold and some ores. This is slowly going up. I've just got to keep a close eye on it, because once they kind of sort themselves out, they should be good, right? And it's time to get rid of that fish one. So if we put our smokeries this way, I'm trying to make it so we don't have too much overlap. And they have to go there, I think. I think that's good. We'll get rid of those afterwards, and that gives us another storage building. We can go there. And I'm using this in a way that we can build on top of it. He says, I don't know, we just need lots of storage. And I'm going to get in a bunch of earthworks now. So we're going to start populating these more. We've got so many stones anyway. Why not get them going? Let's get 1 more each spot. And we've got the people to do it as well. Those houses came in super fast, so we're now okay. I do need more if we want more people in though. Research, man, 85%. We are almost there. So now that we have these gone, let's get rid. 1, 2, and we've got you here. So we're going to have 1 doing smoked fish, 1 doing fish skewers. There we go. We're back to where we need to be. And if we get any table salt, we'll allow them in there as well at some point. But we're fine. And let's decorate for these. We'll try and offset the ugliness. A couple of trees in here. There we go. I want to start decorating up a bit more. I think it's nice. And I think I need my next restaurant too. So let's get that dining hall ready. And I think I should be able to path them directly from here. Boom. And we'll do 1 solid. We'll go up. And we'll get all of this as like a little hanging garden walkway to the restaurant, you know. Oh, it's there. I need to get another one in. And now we're coming up with some storage. I almost feel like I want to move this one now. Yeah, I think that's right to do so. So let's go ahead and do that. So where's best to have it then? If I realistically, if I go here, I think that's great. I'm trying to leave an open space so I have a bit of room to work with. So I'm going to get this one to replace this. And it's fine. Now I've got the... Oh, that's too small. That's the wrong one. Large one. Obviously, ideal world, you do this with the largest store. I think it'll be nice once we have this area, right? You can even have some water there. I don't know yet, because once this is gone, it gives us a bit of room to work with. I need to keep this strip here, but I could have them come back this way for it. So we'll have this whole middle section to work with. Either way, though, that tailored cloaks is insane for causing happiness right here. And the numbers are still in a plus when we get into the next day. So things are looking good. I am going to need to build another netter, though. But before that, let's carry on with our earthworks. Let's see if we have any miners, which we do. There you go. Let's get you moving with that. And then this one. Honestly, probably just put some other people in. It doesn't matter for now. I'm just going through making sure everyone, like I said, has who we need in. Like fabrics, you could probably get more people in there. I think we have people to do it. I don't like automatically clicking it if we don't have the people, because they put in the wrong set of people, if that makes sense. But it looks like this time we have plenty of Explorers Guild, so we're fine. And there's our 4th restaurant. Let's untick the lower levels. It's funny that you don't ever need more than 1 person in these. Kind of makes no sense that you have the option for more, because they can fill up 55 pretty quickly. Right, the tin one is finally done. I think we need to look a little bit lower to see if we manage to uncover any. It looks like just 1 nodule, so the rest is going to have to come out of this bit. Although I'm on all ore, I need tin. That's it. We keep trying this way. See how we get on. It'd be interesting to see how long it would actually take to fully level the island, right? And then work with it. This is really bad because I forgot to tick the thing on this one. So they're all getting very excited filling this warehouse. They shouldn't be doing that. So I've now got to wait for them to empty these guys out. So we're going to reject all, but I've got to say that tiny bit of fuel, wasn't it? So what have we got? Fuel, fish, and mushrooms. There we go. Be tempted to allow the fish skewers in here as well, actually. That's not a bad idea, you know. Yeah, let's do that because they're part of this one anyway. Same with smoked fish. We may as well use that space. There's not loads of them coming in, so it's probably for the best. And hopefully they'll empty the rest out. Let's maybe populate a little bit more logistics. Let's see who we've got. So we want this based on fast people. I think most of them are all right. Just maybe get 2 in there. There we go, day 159. Look at this happiness now. This is insane. It's not even because I'm taking anything. It's because we've got a good flow of tea, good flow of tailored cloaks now. Right, tax collector does come today, but I don't really have anything for them. Although we have a smuggler coming too, so it's not a problem. Wow, I need to overtime this big time. What's going on here? Way too much stone. I think it's time we flipped this back across now. I don't think there's anything we need, so it's going to be a case of pausing it probably. I might let them do a couple more scissors before we move on. Like I said, I can give over some bread and stuff. We're pretty good here. Give over all the medicine. I'd like to take a bunch of these though. I might take... Let's try and get to 15 or 16, and that'll do. Alright, I've just put in 3 weavers here. I'm going to clear this out. This makes perfect sense. Let's tidy it up. And then I'll just utilize these as multiple storages. This is going to be nice. And then we'll have all this section to work with. I can tidy it all out. Probably move the sawmills too. So I could stack those right in here. Yeah, they fit perfectly. Look. So let's get them there. And I'll figure out how we get up to those. I think that's how we do it. Just little spiral stairs. Like that, and we can get up to the sawmill there. This covers this section, and if we want, we can then build. Is that right? Then I can build. I might not need to go on top with the weavers. I've got these trees in between. I think we're going to do that, and we're going to clear out all 3 weavers, and then this bit will be free to put in my tailors, I think, and then we'll have those pushing into these resources as well. So I might allow fabrics in there, maybe not threads. I'm not sure yet, but I think that's a good idea. I got a couple more houses coming in here, and since I last recorded on this one, there has been an update and lots of things have changed. So each day is now a minute longer. So we're going to see how it plays, and things are going to be slightly different. So it's all good though. I've got my stuff planned, so I still just got to wait for these guys to come in, and then we're happy. So once these are done, we absolutely rinse through our logs doing this too. And let's get into day 161. Still super happy now. These tailored cloaks, man, getting them in is absurd. It is absurd. But what I think is with the day being longer, that means food's just going to keep increasing, right? And the mining work is going to be quicker. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays. Either way, we can continue getting our ores that are down here. And then we'll keep stripping this back. That's the plan anyway. I think we may as well populate this. So anyone that's either got warm core or swift. And all of this is coming in. So we've got our weavers now. We've got our sawmills, so I can go ahead and demolish. I'm actually just going to get rid of both. Look at all this space. I can make it look tidier, right? It's better. And we'll get this one straight in. Makes me kind of want to move my stone cutters as well. I can't lie. I'm going to turn back on the rope catalyst because I didn't do that. But look at this. The tailored cloaks, really, really good now, and woven cloaks, so we are fine. So we want to do one at a time, so we've got threads to fabrics there. Let's get that one changed. We'll get these back in. They're all warm core or considerate, so there we go. Got to get rid of another one. And there's our tier 3 whilst I'm moving things as well. Wow, this day feels so much longer. I know I'm playing it slow, but geez, right. Tier 3. Let's go. So we want... Honestly, I feel like Civic Office wouldn't be bad, but I kind of want to just see the rail booster. Obviously, giant thingy is good. Steam engine. Provides speed or production bonuses to adjacent buildings with steam power. Not something we need yet. There's steel smelting for these. Honestly, these we don't need. I definitely want to get into the spice and fine kitchen, but I'm going to go for the Civic Office first. Just to see how we get on. And we've got our 2 sawmills back up and running. I'm just going to slow down on building. Got room for one more thingy. That actually fits in quite nicely over the top of that. And I can build a house there, but it doesn't fit very well. So we need to figure out where we're going to put the next lot. And I think we should probably do something with this. So we can use this path here. I've deleted out their heater, but I could stick it in there. That could be the spot. So this weaver here is doing threads to fabrics. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that one. And I think it's that one as well, which is... that's flax to woven cloaks. So let's get rid of that one too. Get rid of that. So we're clearing out a nice bit of space. And then we got threads to fabrics in this one. Let's get our next apprentice in. And you guys. There we go. So we'll get all the catalyst turned on. That's our weavers sorted. I'm actually tempted to raise this up to get way up now and put these on top. Oh, are you stuck up there, mate? You are. Not anymore. And that is a tailor up there that we need to sort, which was coming up in that way, actually. So that's bedding. I think I can get rid of that one for now, and we'll work on bedding first. And then we can blast through, right? So if we get a tailor for bedding, let's see how well they fit on here. I think they're a smaller building, aren't they? So we could technically put the path behind them. I don't want them backwards, though. And at the moment, we do have 3. It could work really nicely by doing a pathway, though. Yeah, I'm going to do 3 like that, and we've got to work out how we're going to path them. So we've got these stairs here. We can change this, right? Like that, and then we can have... I think we're going to have to go long stairs, but I'd like it to go a little bit differently, and I don't think it necessarily needs to come this one. So if we break these... Sorry, I do want to get some nice decorating done. Make this look way more efficient. So if we go like that, that looks great, and then we just literally bring that there. And then we can path this bit like that. So we've got a way up. The only problem we have is getting into this one, actually. So why is that so much more difficult? I'm actually tempted then to get rid of that stacked on top. Move it back 1. So we're never going to go with more than 2. Let me work this out. We go like this with the sawmill. Not a fan of that, though. You know what? I'm just going to go with 1 for now. We'll see how we get on. Because they're going to be more efficient anyway. Let's check this whisker ship as well. Might just take this one. We'll take the one diligent one. We're fine on whiskers anyway. 168 the suckers. And let's end the day. Super happy. Straight in. Day 162. I'm just going to let these finish off. And we've got this little section here we need to do something with. And I think in true fashion with the other ones, we'll get a tree in there. And I'll see how we get on with just 1. If we can keep 1 going really well, because they're at 760% on the overtime. So as long as we keep overtime, we're fine, right? And I don't necessarily need the planks right. So we'll see. But it makes the whole place look much cleaner. And this isn't going to stay. I am going to change all this. So we've got room now if we wanted to pipe in water this way. And have it off the back. And there's our 3 weavers. So we'll do flax spinner after. But let's look at these tailors. So let's go fabrics to tailored cloaks. We've got fabrics to tailored cloaks. And I deleted that other one, didn't I? That was doing bedding. So we've got 2 doing tailored cloaks. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy these out. We're going to get our craft masters in, then we're going to get our normal ones in. So you can do tailored cloaks. Then you can go in. Right, we've got all of those in. Then we'll turn the catalyst on so we don't forget. We've got the scissors in there just nicely. We'll make sure that one's flipped. This one needs to be flipped. And this one was bedding. He's an unsafe worker, but that's all right. We'll deal with that. Passionate and patient to deal with the unsafe worker. There we go. So we've got our bedding, tailors, and all that. This is a really nice setup now. Much, much cleaner. And then I want to work on cleaning this stuff up too. We've got ropes and threads here. So flax into threads needs to move. And flax into ropes. So where should we build these? Can I get them in here? So flax spinners. Put it down again. Is that the smuggler? I can't miss this one. Yeah, look at these tailored cloaks coming in now. It's so good. I am going to give over the bedding this time. I know we're reducing these, but let's get some bread and jam pastries gone. Tailored cloaks. Look, they're worth so much to get these. I do want the full 17. So we're going to do that. Tax collector's coming in now. They come in and seem to be at night now, which is weird. But anyway, flax spinners. And then we can move this away from the food. So I think you guys will appreciate it. I hope this fits. It does. This fits perfectly as well. So if we get 1, 2. Oh, these guys up though. That's what I find these guys kind of annoying. You have to go up to get... Oh no, this is absolutely fine though, because then we can put the path here, look. And we can have another set of stairs coming down. Yeah, that's perfect. And then we'll get rid of that one. We've got a double way round, so if they have to get up there to collect, they'll be good. So I can get rid of this now. Deal with the taxman in a minute, and we can get our path here. Now, bear in mind, that one's going to disappear once these are built too. Go straight, what, 18 gold bars pays for him? There you go. I don't want to give over logs. We're looking pretty good, but we could actually give over cotton here, which I'd like to do. Cotton is worth so much anyway. It's great. There we go. We'll send that large shipment. Just going to go into the next day, but I just want to talk over what I'm thinking here. Don't worry about this negative thoughts. It's because we're moving things around. It's all good. So we have food district, farm district, and farm district, obviously, with that little bit. Then we have clothing and accessories. Then we have smelting and stone, which is pretty cool. Then we have the baths in the middle, so it's quite good. Right, this one I'm going to go straight into, I think, I'm actually tempted to top up my planks just because. So I'm going to go planks and tailored cloaks here. So we've got a good number of those, and that keeps us really happy. Now, I don't have houses for these if I wanted to get them in, but I'm going to go for a couple of rolls here. If we find one with a couple of diligent in, I'm going to take them. Nothing so far. Wow. All right, swift and strong shoulders. We'll take those two. And we'll need a house in for these guys. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this. So I feel like we should use this bit. So I am going to clear that. This gives us good room for extra. I'm going to get in 3 more. And they've still got path around where they can go anyway. Slides to get off each level. And it looks kind of cool being integrated in, I think. Go supply ship. I'll take the smallest. Worth noting, the mines are way more efficient now because they go for longer too. We've got a good amount of copper in here, which makes me really happy. That's gold ore. And then we're going to get them to strip out the rest afterwards. But yeah, look at those food numbers. I knew this would happen because the days are longer. We end up with more food. Look at the mushrooms of those 2 farmers down there now. And I think these guys have officially done this for the steam. So we can get rid of that one now. Well done, guys. Wow, this is awesome, man. So we're going to want a steam bad boy in here. And these have better range too, so we want to make sure we can pipe it backwards. And then we get our piping in. And look at that. No blockage. We move this down this way so they can finish mining that section. And we pipe this one in. We officially have the steam pipe over there too. Good job, guys. And let's go into day 164. It's weird because it doesn't feel any longer, but I know that I'm earning more resources, which is great. But I think they've adjusted the tax rates because of it as well. And with this now, we got room for 1 more. What was I saying? I'm going to need another fabrics. So I think the ones, because tailored cloaks are now running so well, we need to make sure. But I can obviously overtime these guys to make fabrics. I think that's probably the sensible thing. I'm almost tempted to get rid of the woven cloaks soon as well. I'm going to make sure we boost that and keep fabrics nice and high. And let's take the smallest. I keep thinking about it, actually. We're going to keep getting planks from the smallest one as well. So we really don't need more than the one running on that. So let's set up a better water storage now for this side then. So if we go thinking out here, we pipe these guys in. And then how shall I pipe these in to make them look clean? I think 1 would do them all, right? Is that how it works? When that one fills, it'll go up to here. That does. So you got to go each level. There we go. We've got a nice, good water store for each now. I'm going to set this off for the large earthworks because I feel like this should be done. And we'll go for a nice big block. This takes forever. It just keeps them busy and gets rid of the stone. And we can have a nice big platform coming out. And the closer we can get to this, the better. That's the full tin mine. But really, I'd like to level these out, join them up and make it into a giant farm again. Next day anyway. Look at this. That is incredible. So we've got 3 heaters now. I can almost get this one in. I don't think we're going to need this one anymore, but I got to figure it out. So we're going to have to come into these guys. And I think this one's easy enough. So we go down from this one and we'll soon be in to where we need to be with these. As long as I've got them set up, I can see, right? And there it is. Boom. So if we bring that in 2 by 2 there, we should be good. So that's the next one at the top. And I can then use this one to go to the next ones. I'm going to let them finish this one first, though. So I might now get rid then completely. I'm going to change the recipe from threads to fabrics. We're no longer going to do the small cloaks. We're going to go exclusively tailored because we have a whole bunch of them now. And these guys running really well hitting this up. So we can smash out. And then all we need to do is make sure thread numbers stay high. At the moment, they're on 400, so we're good. Ropes and threads. And I'm going to overtime the ropes here. It uses less flax than if we're not doing the woven cloaks, so I can focus it pure on threads. This is still not ideal and a bit ugly though, so I'd like to go around the back, and with that we can then put little decorations in between, and it really does make the world of difference, I think. Make them nice and happy. And because of this now, because we've got the logs sawmill here, look, we've got logs from here, planks into here. It's pretty incredible. And I'd be also tempted to allow the woven cloaks into one of these, maybe this one. I'll allow all sorts in these. They haven't got to travel too far, and then we'll put tailored cloaks in there as well. And we've got 89 bedding again, just because of this setup. That's crazy, man. The only thing I'm not seeing yet, really efficiently, is tea. So we need to make sure this... I think they're consuming it every night. It's the educated one, wasn't it? So if we get someone educated who's a farmer, that was it. We need to sort that out. And let's go into day 166. Oh my god, it's getting even better. Yeah, I can't stress the power of these tailored cloaks then, and just getting in some decorations, man. Top housing, tailored cloaks, obviously they're eating decent as well. The only thing's negative then is bland food, because some are eating 2-star rather than 3-star. Tiniest bit of pollution. I think the pollution's actually coming from these 2 restaurants, you know, so I might even move these a bit further away, but for now it's not really a problem. I forgot to click the wrong thing. Unsatisfactory bath too, we can also fix that, but other than that we're good. Because they really shouldn't be eating raw food. They keep putting mushrooms in here, but they should be putting the meals in, you know? Let's see. If we look, we do always have. I would like more berry soups in, because it makes them move quicker too. Just wondering what these do. Yeah, productivity's insane if you start giving these, though. When you get into fancy meals, look, it's nuts what buffs you get. Oh, this is expensive tax. So all gold bullions would take us to here. I don't like getting rid of all of them. I might have to. I'd rather not. This one will do, I think. We're always so nice to them. How's our civic office doing too? 39%. When we get this one in, look, we can build a couple of those. We can actually start to add quite a bit in them. And is there anyone we want to take? There's a diligent there. I will accept you. Educated diligent, why not? Apprentice, safe worker, nosy, unsafe worker. That'll do then. We'll go with the 2. Honestly not sure what I want to take here. I might just take the spices and machinery. And there's our education. Let's get this team moving. I thought I'd already done that, but I obviously didn't. So we can get our educated farmer who's greedy in there. Get that moving. 160%. Let's overtime it. See if we can get this working a bit better. I think what I'm going to do with the pirates is or smuggler, I'm going to get rid of these woven cloaks because we keep taking them in too and they're just not in use now. Alright, I see this one then is fully full. We need to make sure this is changed to prefer. And then that should reduce this one down to get it moving. It works every time. So if you put the next one to prefer it, they move it out. So stuff can start coming in again because we were backed up there with a lot of flax. Yeah, it works so well. Honestly, just get them moving with it. And they should push it all into this one. Might slow down the cooking a little bit, but it means we free up our storage. And I really like doing that. Right, we're out of a netter now. So let's get that back in. And where can we stick this netter to be part of the gang? It fits in really nicely on this section, doesn't it? Do I need to get back there for anything? I don't think so. If I put the netter... oh, that would be even better there, though. Let's go in there. Is that up high as well, though? That's so annoying. Let's end the day so I can fix this. I'm going to cancel that. Let's get the netter. Oh, up there would have been great. Guess we can just stick it back there so it can use this. That's fine. Now, I do want to get the steam baths in. I just need to make sure we get a second one of these bad boys. Just wondering who puts that in when we need it, but I don't think we do. So fire tender delivers fuel to this when needed, so we might need to keep one of these on. So in that case, we'll have one fast fire tender to keep steam rolling, so when we boost the buildings, we'll be good. And bear in mind, all this fish that we're getting, look at this, it just keeps going up, is just off 2 fisheries. I'm not even boosting them. It's pretty crazy. The one thing that's annoying me is the lack of fish skewers now. So that's fish, mushrooms, and fuel. We have everything we need for those, so this should be running really. Let's try and hit that on an overtime. Make that work a bit more. I'd be tempted to get another one of these in, I can't lie. So I might get another smokery. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to attach it to these ones, so we'll go next to you. Let's end the day though, 168. Oh, now we're talking. Holy crap, nearly 2,000 above. Oh, it's so wonderful. Oh, they get this stylish fashion as well, and the tea, obviously, is a good bonus. We're not even doing the top tier tea. Yeah, 2 fish and 1 mushrooms makes 5 fish skewers. It's pretty nuts, so I think that's important. I wouldn't mind, actually, looking into the research for table salt then. Did we... we had a look at that, didn't we? We've got it. So, a sifting tower takes rock salt and turns it into table salt. If we look at mining here, we look for rock salt. Not even sure where's good. Oh, nowhere. This island over here is rock salt. And that is about it. Have we got some surface rock salt in? That's copper ore. Yeah, that is it then. You do find it deep in the mines though, to be fair. But then there's one over there. So maybe not. We'll stay away from that catalyst then. So we'll change this recipe to fish skewers. And we'll get in apprentice and someone else. I'll turn it on if we ever get any in. But... so look at this, threads has halved. So I need to think about that too. Have I got my netter in yet? Not yet. I think I can run this with some normal guys, though I just don't have anyone for that guild, so actually I need to do some more. Let's get a couple of these in. Let's train those two as well. And then I can start the netter. That's, I don't need a lot, so I'll be turning it off actually. So there's me training those. I actually just need this one guy in there to get the netters. Although saying that as well, like I said, the fisheries don't necessarily need them. But I've got to be careful of food. And look at our tea. That is crazy, man. Yeah, food's looking pretty damn full. So we actually need another place for meals. So I think it would make sense to get yet another medium warehouse on top. Can't quite get a large one. I think one there, and we'll turn that off. That's going to be for these foods. So we're going to make sure we always say we want them in. Because that's why the meals has gone down. So we're getting raw food in, but we're not getting more meals. They can't physically cook it, and we're getting lots of skewers in. So I want to bump these up to move into prepared food in these only. I will say though, man, research is super slow. Just super, super slow. I'm going to move this earthworks tool over here. I'm going to start getting this built out as much as possible. Let's end it. Day 169 inbound. I love seeing the amount, and once we get the civic office, I actually spend some of these each day because it is a waste at the moment. That's why I'm going for that one first. We are back into full though, so I do need to consider it, but I need to come in now and just double check where they're at with this mining. So I think this one's ready. I'm going to go ahead and bulldoze that one. We're going to get in yet another steam radiator. Right, we're good. I'm going to get that one piped. Tax collector, let's see. What do we want to give over? I'm not even using the cotton gin at all, so why not take that? And have the gold ores. I mean, we still got loads of logs coming in. No desire for them. And I'm going to give up some of my fish. You know what? I might give up a whole bunch of them. Same with some of the berries, and we'll go this way. Because this is a bit absurd. Now, I really don't need any of those. So I can just quickly overtime the fish. There we go, 56. Boom. Get that big one going, and why not spend some of these and get our fish moving then. So how are we looking? This one now is done. So before we go any further, let's turn on the cooked. So I want to focus this one then on the bigger ones. When we get them in, hopefully they'll move these. There we go. They don't need to be preferred on these actually, which is great. They just need to be a storage. And let's have a look. Wow, this for copper bars is nice because we are running low. So I might need to start taking these. Our planks, 600. We've got loads of these. Ration meals, then let's take that and a couple bars. Don't actually need anything now from the tax man. It's a bit silly, really. And we're going to move this over now, this earthworks. We're just going to try our best with these 4 to fill in this section. And get them working super hard over here to get it done. And we're going to move... I don't think we can go that way. So we need to put this mine shaft here. And we're going to have to dig out a small strip just to get into our work zone. Right, I have gone 3 or 4 days ahead just whilst we get things done. Things are looking glorious. We've almost got, well, mine's ready to come out here. This one here, I think maybe one more over this way, and then I need to start mining underneath. But yeah, there was not much going on, so I've cleared it out and skipped ahead. I've got one more flax spinner in, getting threads, because the thread number is still low, so I might need another one, and we've taken in a few too many whiskers, because I've put in the extra houses, so I'm going to need some more as well. So I now need to start going across the top. My goal was 200 anyway. So realistically, do we go with these guys or do we go in? I think I push them in again. I'm going to get 2 more. And then I can decorate off the back, right? The same way we did with these ones, with the trees and the flowers. Now, tomorrow's civic office should be completed as well, which is great. But there we go. We're going to day 173. You'll see we're absolutely flying here anyway. Yeah, I went through a few. Just literally sat here, actually. To tell the truth, I was eating. And just let it continue on. So I've moved all of these guys. We've got room for another farm here, which I might get down now. So what we're going to do is start the rock removal. So if we go here, it covers all of that area still. And I'll probably turn them that way. That makes a lot of sense. And then we put in the path. I need to change this to stone paths as well. And once that's done, we can then move a farm tool here. And we'll set this one just to remove rocks. Fertility is good, so we fallow that one, just get them removing rocks for now. We stick in some farmers that we've got, and we'll get them slowly but surely clearing out all of those. A really big field anyway. And then as we've got a couple coming in, let's see. We'll take diligent, like I said. And maybe... I don't mind can't, smell, and thoughtful. They're both good, but swift is also good. So you know what? All 3. That's good. There we go. It's about to finish. Is our civic office. So I'm going to wait. Boom. Let's get the next research in before we get for that, because it's going to be pushing it. So I would go for the giant warehouse, but I really don't have any need for it at the moment. Steam engine is going to help the productivity, but we're really not there. So I want rail booster 100%. Chemist and oil press, though, is required for the soap. But I'm going to go spice cultivation. So we're going to start getting some peppers in. And I think we're going to need more houses again to get these guys in. So get 3 more and we'll take some more supply. And let's get our civic offices in. This doesn't need to be attached to it at all, but I kind of like it doing that, if that makes sense. So we'll have them like here. And we'll get those guys built. That means I can enact a couple more now. I haven't even looked in that long what I'm doing. So sawdust seasoning is the double food output and research. Yeah, it just makes sense, right? So we'll build another civic office. We'll get a 3rd one. I'm not sure if we can get a 4th, but there is quite a few that we can do. So we could go trinkets, again, not needed. Trash burning, though. Fuel lasts longer in heaters. Stump collection is great for wood. We also don't need that. Lift with your back is incredible. So it makes them even more efficient. There's a few. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just enact whatever we can, right? I'm actually tempted, because we've got so much stone, before we go into the next day, I'm going to take one of these miners. We're going to move them downstairs. And we're going to continue on, hopefully, getting all this done. So I'm going to put them here. I'm going to try and figure out a way to get into our stuff over this way. So we've got the mushroom bit there, haven't we? So let's say, as an example, well, first we'll finish the day so then I can do it because it gets in the way. We come in here for a minute. We look where we want to heat up. Might just set it up so I can see. And honestly, I'm feeling right. So we get the mine tool and we start going down this way. And then we just bring in that. So hopefully they'll start stripping this out here. And we can get a steam heater just there. And we can run the pipe from here, right? Straight in. And then I can set these guys up after. You get multiple people doing that. And let's have a look. I've got some good gold bullions for you, kind sir. Plenty of fish you can have. So I'm just doing a little bit of batch of each of these whilst we're here. Because why not? Because I don't know why I keep holding on to the gold bullions so much. I don't actually need them. You should see how much we've got now, by the way. We have an insane amount of bedding and stuff that we can sell. We're going to need a 4th one for the maker here, though. So I'm going to get another flax spinner. And it's so easy for it to get out of hand. So I do want to keep them all together, though. Might just put it there. That still looks good. And I'm going to re-roll because we're after one, hopefully, that comes over this. We've got so many. There it is. Mining advice. So mining is 30% faster for 3 days. It's pretty insane. So I'm going to take that. And honestly, copper's still looking good. Iron is still good. Let's go for... I don't even need the clothing now. We're just too efficient. I've got nearly 1,000 fuel as well. Let's just take the iron then for a laugh. We've got 508. And this, actually, let's cancel that. Can go the other way around. The only thing with this one is the height on it, which can be a little bit frustrating. All right, let's have a think here. This can all go. We should tidy this up. So I'm going to get rid of this. And we can path around the back. And then I can get my next factory here so it's still clean. And I can put it there so they can get up on this. And then it stays nice and clean with our setup. Yeah, that's good. So it keeps it all in one area. I'm just seeing how low down the threads are now. It's just nuts, man. But yeah, we're officially in a position now where there are no resource problems whatsoever. I'm still digging out wood, by the way, over this side. I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it. But yeah, I'm already thinking, so obviously on this one, guys, if it does well, I will do another one on the channel. Otherwise, I'll wait a little bit longer for quite a few updates and revisit. But I really want to now, with everything I've learned even to this point, about 50 odd hours in now, I really, really want to go again and make it perfect. I don't know. Just how I always do this, man. We should probably keep getting the houses in to be able to fit them too. I'd like to do it maybe so everyone can have like their own house. I think that would be super cool. I must not forget my hanging gardens over the top of these, because it's beautiful. But let's get into day 175. This is so good, man. I forgot about my civic offices again. Let's go have a look. So we have them. We have 2 slots where we can get it. So we're going to go lift with your back. And honestly, is there anything else we want? There is the strip mining one, which is good. 20% chance to lose mine resources. Mining speed doubled. Let's enact that. I genuinely feel like we could strip out something insane here, because they're filling this out quite nice now. We've got 4 of them working on this, so we could literally build something super and clear this out. Now, one other thing is I need to make sure storage is fine over here. And I don't think it is. It's actually crazy how full it all is. We have so much. But at the same time, it doesn't matter if they're full, actually. That's fine. This was a main one, though. I need to make sure this is good. So we'll get threads on again. And we'll get you in. Perfect. Let's get the scissors going. I think they did this one. This is incredible. They've gone all the way in. So I'm ready for this pipe now. This is nuts, man. You guys are so good. Look at that. We have steam into that one. So what's next? I need to slow this down. Where else do I want it? Realistically, we got one up on the farm here, so we need to go down from here, right? And there it is. We got that one in as well. Oh, good. So hopefully they'll sort that one out. Boom. We got 2 times speed mining, remember? So that's going to be ideal. Spice cultivation, almost 35%. It's a shame you can't overtime this, if I'm honest. Really nice if you could. And day 176. So I've got nothing to worry about at all here. It's so good. I haven't checked in on my food recently, though. But look at those skewers now. 119. As long as mushrooms and fish are good, we're fine. I think flour is still... That's a bit low, but we've got good wheat. So we need the mill. Although it doesn't matter. It's just popping, right? It's good. Smuggler has 17. Look at this bedding and everything now. It's absurd, man. Take that one. And there it is, 17 again. I forgot to show you, look how the tea's doing. I managed to pin it on here, so it's up and down, but I've got 74 in there, so it's pretty good. Plenty of space for whiskers if I need them. We'll take thoughtful strong shoulders. That is literally it. I think the rest, we get a couple more earthworks in, because this is going to go crazy. So let's get 2 more of these guys. And we're connected up then. I can get a little railway coming out to this way if we need full tin. I don't think I'm going to need it, but it'd be really cool to have just trees over here, wouldn't it? Well, that tea went quick, didn't it? Wow, we must be making quite a bit. I'm almost tempted to get a second one in, you know. Another roaster. Because we have so much. The only problem is we'd need another educated. I'm just having a look. We could start one. So it's literally just tea leaves and fuel. So I think that's important. I can set this up to be the same. And I don't know what I'm doing with this. I can get rid of these. They can come up this one. So let's tidy this up. And let's do this. We'll get another one here. So we can still get more up there. And we need a tea roaster. And some earthworks. If we've got some miners, let's get these in. Let's keep that educated one out. Let's get you in. When we get more miners from the next lot of whiskers, we'll just stuff them in over here. We are in the winter, though. So at the moment, I've only got one of these guys in. But actually, most of them are for the steam boiler when it gets down to temp. It wouldn't hurt, maybe, to get these in. Diligent and can't smell, and then swift. You guys can run around like lunatics and get that done. The possibilities are pretty endless here, actually. I might get one more steam thing this way, and then we start getting this in. So, public services, bathhouse. And we need to get this set up right. I say right, it should be pretty easy. So, if I go off the back, we need steam pipe first, actually. So, if we get a steam boiler, I'm trying to think where we go with it. Right there, looks good. Get steam boiler in there. We get this steam pipe coming out. Now, this might need to change, but I'm going to just go up to there for a second. We're going to get a bathhouse or 2 in. What I want to do is do it so I can separate these out afterwards. So they need to be obviously able to get to this as well. So we'd leave one gap there. And can that connect in? We go 1, 2. We need to get these built first. So we'd have a gap in the middle. I want this one to go. I'm going to bulldoze that one. Sorry guys, I know you're having a lovely bath and all that, but then we want these to build so I can figure it out. Day 178 though. We really now are in a position where we could absolutely hammer all this out right now. This is where we test to see how the steam's doing. So I need this fire tender. Are you going to deal with that? Come on, I can't do anything if you don't deal with it, guys. Every time the fire tenders, let's do something. Nothing to do. You're lying to me. There's loads to do. Guys, why aren't they doing anything? Pipe water's in. You need the fuel. Water's in. How am I going to do steam? This one's easy enough. I might need to go more space. We go up, actually. That's 2 baths with steam in. They don't look great like that, though. They have piped water. They'll have piped steam when this decides to go in. No water, though, so I need to pipe underneath and get the water in for this one. And there we go. There's the piped steam boiler for this. So we could get bathhouses in. So I might go ahead and destroy these guys now. I think I'll have to go over the top with the steam. We'll go with 2 more. What is that? A random wind chime there. Let's get rid of that one. That might not work piping wise, actually. Let's see when they're built. I don't know if I can pipe straight down. I might be able to. Steam isn't going to work though, actually. Yeah, so I think these need to go one more that way. This one working yet? Why aren't you working? Ah, fire tender doesn't have range. Look at this. Sets work radius. There we go. Ah, silly me. They have a work radius now since the update. Let's end it. 179. There we go. Oh, still good. 1,300 above. Yeah, I think this just needs stripping out. I need to redo it. Yeah, no way to get these in like as they stand. I think these can stay. Water's easy. That can go in. That goes straight in like that. But steam cannot. Or can it go under actually? It might be able to. Oh, it can. Nice. We did it. It's just this side. I don't know how I'm going to do this then. I think it... There we go. We're connected in. Might look a little bit ugly, but it's piped. We have 4 steam showers here. Lovely. I don't know how many I need, but we got room to get 6. So get up and under. Right, there we go. We got it all up and running. I got another fire tender over here. You need to just have them already. This one's not doing anything yet. Is that not piped in? I didn't pipe that one in, did I? No. So we're good. Everything can carry on running. And houses are good. Look at all this. I've got to get rid of that one back there, but that's okay. I think if we change this up to... I said I was going to place one here, didn't I? Yeah, we got him there. So if I get another one this side, this can go. So it should be easy enough. There we go. If we go in that one then. Yeah, we're in. So we get that sorted. We can get one in that one, and that is good to go as well. Beautiful. And that's all the houses. At the moment, this one is not great. They've got a little bit where they're cold. I'm training up a few more farmers because I'm going to get another smokery in here to do even more skewers. Because that's going to be pretty much our main food. And I actually still have a tea left. Check me out. And look at that. Consume 987 steam in a single day. Check me out. And day 180. But because this strip mining stuff is nuts. These guys have cleared this out. This farm is ready to go. Honestly, don't even know what I need yet. We could fertilize it. Turn it into flax farm. Flax is getting pretty low. Let's fertilize it. It's too cold though, actually. So realistically, do we need another steam thing? Our students are ready for our next skewer. We're looking good. Let's get them in. I might overtime a couple of them actually. Spend them a bit more. We have so many mushrooms. I'm looking at the 2 farms and that 1 mushroom thing underneath is incredible. And there's spice cultivation. Nice. Let's get into the next one. We are cutting it fine with everything we need. Let's go. What does this need? Spice grinder. Fine tea that we can do now. What's that? Tea leaves, spices. So we need spice grinder, then fine tea. All of these are just nice to haves now, so we're doing all right. If you didn't know as well, the steam baths give off warmth, so if they go in there per night, they're good. This one though says it doesn't have the pipe steam. I forgot about this one. I can see the pipe, but I didn't do it. There we go. Gonna have some lovely baths, guys. I might get 2 more as well. Let's do it. 2 more bath houses. And then this fits perfectly to loop it round. Look at that. Right, let's end it though. This is looking so good, man. I think, yeah, we got a lot of people eating fish skewers now, which is great. I'm just mining this out around the back of here so we can get a pipe in. I'm trying to figure out, realistically, I can go up and over so they can still get in and out. Because we've got this pipe work, right? We'll need to go like that, but we can then mine these out. And they should be able to then pipe into that and still walk underneath it. And then I don't have to mess with these. They can still walk around underneath. It's intricate. And just like that, the stone numbers have disappeared off the back of doing loads of these. But they're doing really well. So I might get rid of one. You can now toggle, by the way, with this arrow. It's something I suggested on Discord and they did put it in. So I'm very happy about that. And you can do it via T, so it'll go through each one. I think it's a must-have, right? Let's see if we can get this piping working. And this one is the wrong way around. And there's 5, and 6th one is almost done. It'll be done tomorrow. Flip that around. So this looks really, really organized now. Look how tight it all is too. It's great. So when this mine finishes here, we'll have heating that covers all this bit too. But because if we can get most of them to go for a bath, it won't be a problem anyway. Right, send it out. Yeah, even better. We're just no issues, man. I know I keep saying it. I'm just going to double check one thing here. Jam pastries, flour. So I might flip this to jam pastries as well. So we don't want to use the flour for anything other than jam pastries now. And what we'll do is get rid, we'll keep the mill, Output full. So I think we need somewhere else for flour. That is a problem. Maybe that's been slowing us down. Oh, look. Where can we stick it? This one right here. Look how full that one is, man. Fish and fuel. Holy crap. Let's put some flour into this one. Although that's not close enough. You know what? I could get a second large warehouse. Just to allow all the extras. I think it goes at the same height as these ones, so... Alright, we should be back up and running. There'll be no missing inputs on these now. Let's make sure. We got a craftsmaster that's in the... that we can put in this bakery. Let's get that going again then. So we're going to train our craftsmaster to become our next baker. And we've got this large storage that's going to allow flour to start pumping out now. Because we were held up by wheat and all that sort of stuff, so all good. Again, though, capacity is getting pretty damn full, so we want to probably try and accept even more into these. It's just absurd, man. But I think we should be all right as long as we say, I want the wheat in this one, so they should move it out. And let's end it. Day 183. We're spending some overtime points. Let's get this last bath piped in. The piping, definitely a little bit ugly. We water first. Easy enough, though, to do, right? You can just stick it in. Quite nice, actually. There we go. 6 steamy baths to go. We're not going to get up to this top tier food in the 200 days, are we? This is nuts. Wow, look how much is due in 3 days because of the winter. 9,000. I've rejected 2 of them as well. Alright, I think it's time we got some more stuff then. Let's get our craftsmaster in. Now, the good news is we should be able to now start getting these pastries and skewers. So 244. Realistically, I can probably start turning off some of the others, like... So I'll let the bread kind of disappear, then we'll get that in. Smoked fish, we're kind of moving on from. I feel like we should just exclusively do the other one, so I'm going to let them finish. Let's change them over now. So only skewers. You absolute legends. And then they will be on tier 3 for the most part, other than veggie berry soup. Let's go into 184. Look at that, man. Yes! Every single time. See, I think this will reduce even more. The blandness will be gone. And once we fill this out, we'll have enough stone. So I'm looking at my cut stone and that. I think we should have in the 2 days. Smuggler, no. We've got to get this tax out of the way before we move into the next one. I'm going to reject a supply ship again. He's not going to be happy about this at all. We're down to 0 happiness now. Suspicious. I'm going to train up some more miners now, and we're going to get more mining camps in. I'm going to keep going with these guys. There we are, officially out of stone. I've got 2 more mining camps in, though. We should be good. And it is just because we're hammering out this. We still got loads more to do. What I would like, realistically, now to think about it, is to actually just join a big block here and then slowly but surely move the whole settlement over. I know that's absurd, but I love the housing area, though. And once we get this one changed to a steam, we'll no longer have a cold issue here. Could potentially get one just down in here, but I don't know. We're nearly there, man. I got taxes to pay in 1 day. So we're completely out of flax now, which has stored threads and fabrics. And that's actually just because we didn't have it ready with the heaters over this way and down here. This is one big flax farm, remember, so we should be fine. I just need them to come and get it. It's not a big issue. We got a good amount of clothing. Look at our jam pastries and skewers now. So, so good. It's actually tempting to get rid of the kitchen now. The soup kitchen. I don't know, man. Mushroom stew could be better. We've got loads of mushroom. That would use flour, though. That's my only problem with this one. Berry soup is a nice little one to have, but I genuinely don't need it now. I don't think. I don't want to get rid of it completely, because all the other stuff is disappearing, but because we do want 1 tier 2 maybe to keep going. And I think as we've got the berries, why not? We just need to get this tax collector out of the way, which is insane, by the way. I don't know why it keeps going up so much. You just double check, because they've changed this considerably. I think it might be because we've got this suspicious, so he's kind of adding more. Industrial production, supply shipments. I haven't even been taking them. I mean, there's enough for it. I don't have to give him maximum, do I? You like to overpay, though, as you know. I think I can officially put this pipe in now. That should now be piped in, so I can move this again. And I should now have that one running. Is that connected in? Should be connected in. Oh, I missed a pipe. 1 piece of pipe here, and we are good. Boom. So we've got that going up. Look at that. Let's turn that off now. So all of this section's good. That's all of my flax, look. Let's see what we can do for this guy. I'm going to have to give him some logs, and I'm just going to have to get rid of him for now. Oh, we're fine. I can just give him one of those. There's nothing I need from him anyway. Ideally, though, we have so much fuel. I'm going to hopefully go for this one. Yeah, I want this one. I want that one. There we go. We'll go this one. This gets him back happy again. And, I mean, half the stuff we take from him we can get back anyway. I don't know what I want, to be honest. Just take this and cut stones so we can sell it tomorrow, maybe? Now, is there any... is there any more we want? I don't know. Strong shoulders and can't smell. And compassionate. You'll do. Got house space for you, so come on in. I've got to get 11 more. We are 86% on the spice grinder. And there we go. We're still hitting the maximum, so I'm happy. But as expected then, the mushrooms now, after keeping an eye on them, have dipped. So I need to get that sorted. Smuggler's here. I wonder if we can sell tea to him eventually. Is that something we can do? I don't know. Look at the tailored cloaks and jam pastries we can give. We've got so much bedding though. This is literally going to be all we need to sell. Only got 11 for us, but now. Before we forget, we should be good now to configure a new farm that's going to be peppers. Now, I don't know if their fertility grows with like the other one, so we'll see. We will certainly give it a good go. And then you guys can come this way and then maybe down here. And we'll get that running there with these two farms. Hopefully get in some peppers. And the spice grinder's about to come in, so hopefully we can get this on the end of here as well, however we need it. And I think we'll start to have the flax. I need to just sort this steam heater here, and then we'll have that in. You can see it coming in again, so we just need the threads to start coming up. 400 skewers, 200 jam pastries now into day 188. The extra foods, man, look at this. They just love it. We haven't got furniture in the houses yet for happiness either. We only have bedding going in most, so... Wow, I think I might need another guy, actually, one in here. So we've got luxury supplier, but he's struggling with this, isn't he? Let's get a couple more in there. As we got the workers, why not, eh? Populating them houses with that bed in, please, mate. There we go. Because they've got to go up and down, actually, so that's the right thing to do. And there's the spice grinder. So did we get furniture as well, then? Just quickly do furniture. I think we do. Just so I can start grinding up the spices. And this is peppers into spice, a very easy one. Wow. Very, very easy, actually. I wasn't expecting this. So this can probably go on the back of here, then. Why not? We'll start grinding those up, and then we'll get the peppers up this side. The extra nice foods. And there's our flax now. It's almost... It's still yellow. We managed to get up to 63 because we had a bit of fertilizer, so that's good. So I'll take that. What I'll do with this farm is only priority, and we'll say only do that field. Right, that's all you work on is this one. Thank you. Only issue, I think, is we need somewhere to feed up from into this. We do it like that, and we get hopper into there, and we stick flax into that. Job done. So when they farm it, look, which is coming in nicely, there's already 10 on this field now. It didn't take them long. They'll stick it straight into this, and we'll get into our main storage without them having to leave that area. And there's our spice grinder. So this needs farming apprentices. So we've got one. We've got a good set of spices anyway. So one pepper makes 3 spices. We're not going to need many in there, are we? And these are red fertility. So I'm not sure whether they grow better. They're the same as tea, though. And then tea got really good anyway. Wow. I allowed fertility on this. No wonder it is so good on this one. Holy crap, man. Let's turn the fertility off that. We really don't need the fertilizer on there. We'll get it on a couple of these fields instead when we get it. So maybe we'll accept that as our gift. And I could probably do it on this one too. Yeah, I've got it there. So if I get them in, flax will be lovely. All right, we've got tax collector today. Nice and easy, this one. We've got a smuggler in 3 days. I'm hoping he's got a load in because we've got so much bedding to give away. Fairly certain, though, these guys are getting the bedding in now. So just keeping an eye. Hard to see which houses they put them in, really. All these ones down here have it in. We might need a second one of these as well. Right, let's do it. Gold ore, we've got cotton. There we go. We'll send a large one. And if fertilizer's on there, I don't know if that's only the end one. That's what we'll be taking. And again, whiskers will only take what we want. I don't think you get fertilizer in this one. No. So I'll go one more time. We may as well just take machinery and bread and spices. Why not? I'm going to hit harvest early on this one because it's getting pretty up there. Although they're ticking it in, so yeah, let's hit harvest early. Let's just get all of those harvested. And I think our plank store will be full now. 952. So what we'll do is the next one. 3 days away, though, we will sell planks, right? I may even pause the maker. I'm going to overtime this farm so we can get this sorted. I think that's a good idea. We'll have peppers coming in soon, but there is a lot to go in here. Look, we still need to get it all in. So we'll get that moving. And let's get in to our last 10 days. And there we go. Increased crop growth speed, clear skies. Lovely. So we're well and truly out of the cold now, so we don't have anything to worry about. I'll just leave these guys in the fire tenders, I think. I just want to make sure the bedding is working. I would like to soap and furniture get distributed from these guys. You'd actually need multiple. And let's get some decorations on the back of this one. Look at it. It looks so nice with those trees and stuff on the back. It's like some, I don't even know what you call it, but they're lovely. Let's take the small one. That's even more planks though. So you know what? Let's take the second one. And then our mine shaft is officially ready for our next steam one. So next winter then we are good with everything. I managed to do it before we finished. So that's good. Yeah, it goes yellow. So that's almost perfect. Not quite. So we don't want to block the way though. So I'm going to come in. Almost have to mine upwards again. See if that works. And then we can bring the pipe. I don't think they can reach. So we'd have to get rid of that one. None of it matters right now. So we can get rid of that. So hopefully they can mine these two pieces. And then we can put the pipe over the top. So they can still walk around and it's piped in. It's really clever. That's all I'm saying. And I think this one's ready too. We did it. This one was hard work. I don't think you need to be on anymore, mate. All the way down. This is a deep one, actually. Holy crap. And then we can bring you to there for now. We might need to go up. We're already up from these. Might be able to utilize this then. There we go. We'll pipe over the top. And there's our carpenter for furniture. And bronze nails are easy enough now. We can switch this to bronze nails. We have loads of bronze anyway. Where's our carpenter? There it is. This will make our furniture. This doesn't have anything bad, so I might just put it over this way. Let's go into 191. Yeah, look at this. Getting all the bedding in. 114 have their beds in their shared houses now. Look at that. We're piped in over the top, so they can come in and out. All of this is connected in now, so that one has a steam pipe connection. The best way of telling. And then up here, we're doing it via this. So I need to also destroy that one. Come up and then mine that square. I'll let them finish that. And there we go. That one is also piped in now with pipe steam all the way up to that one. So this is officially set up now. So no drama. All of it heated. 1, 2. We've got one over here we need to do, but I think this one, honestly, still currently providing heat. So it's pretty good. It's only 10 degrees. This little section in here that's a problem. We've got this one over here that needs to finish. But actually, I think it is finished. And that one's also connected in. There we go. We officially have the heat in a massive strip all the way along. It's the only bit, realistically. We could get one over this way. We could get one in the middle. But that is really good. That makes me so happy. And we've got a new carpenter in now. So this is going to be for the furniture. And we have a craftsmaster we can stick in there. And have we got a normal guy we can stick in? Yes. There we go. So this can now make furniture for us. It's also another thing we can sell. So once that furniture comes in, I mean, I might even overtime because that's a way to use our planks as we have 1,000 of the damn suckers. And we finished this. So let's get an earthworks going. Slowly build that out. It's going to take them ages anyway. There we go. We can see furniture now ticked onto here. We've got our first bit in. So I would potentially get a second one in, but it should go into there anyway. Boom. And that happiness is just insane now. Still got this bland. Why would you... Disappointed with low housing quality. They've all got 4-star housings. The only way to improve that is furniture, right? And bedding, which we have kind of coming now. So no issues. I forgot to click the wrong thing. The rest doesn't actually matter. None of this is all good. So we are fine. Most people are eating fish skewers of some kind. So all good. I don't know why people are choosing to eat fish. And let's tick spices now. We have 182. So this thing is going crazy. No, missing inputs, so it's not going crazy. We had any from saved up. We've almost got batches ready. Main thing I was concerned about is flax, which is now okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn on. So we are going to overtime our legendary threads. And this smuggler better have some good amount. 30. Holy crap. Here we go. Get rid of some of that bedding. Get rid of some of the ropes. There we go. That noise is horrible. We have 558 fish skewers. So I'm going to start unticking this now. Can you please get rid of these foods? I'm no longer to take tack from those. You see what I mean? I think I might flip to... How much mushroom do we have? We don't have enough to move on to that, but I could get more going and flip this. Or just turn it off, because we got so much berry soup. Pretty insane, to be honest. I think our mine shafts underneath are completely ready. I could... You know what? I could just get a heater this side. So if we pick a spot, let me use this area. If we come into there, look, we can mine underneath. That should be enough. I can move this one over. Get these guys working on this, and we'll get a heater in this section as well. So everyone is happy right in there. And then I'll put in plants and decorations around it, because why not? Lovely little area, isn't it? And we've got an output full for furniture, so I have no storage space for it. So let's give maybe one of these. This one's looking good. And because I don't think we're going to get onto it, I would like the rail booster, but these are so slow to get through. I wanted the fine kitchen and fine tea were the last two I wanted, but I'm actually going to get the whisker launcher again. And what I'm going to do is test a couple of launches from down here with the Steam connection up onto this platform to see if we can speed up them coming up and down kind of thing. Though realistically, if they're coming from there, is it quicker for them to go... It's going to always be quicker for them to go round and go down this slide, but we should have a slide from here too. Like that. Let's end the day, and I'll show you this in a second. Yeah, really good. Day 193, but a second slide there, just in case they're down at this bit when the day ends, they can come down this one. Lots of lovely slides. Also, from up here would make sense, right? More so than this one, but that's not far to travel, so just come to that one instead. There we go. We'll send the large one because I'm after some fertilizer. Here it is, farming equipment. Is there anything else we need from here? Copper bars are still getting lower, but not really, to be honest. Take it anyway. Although, I'll re-roll because we'll get some anyway. So we'll do... yeah, that's better. We'll take the clothing and the fertilizer. Just looking, we can pipe steam into some of these, can we? Which ones can go in? No. There we go. You see bedding and furniture in our houses. So hopefully... Oh yeah, housing quality is only 3-star. So this gives a +2, but I don't think you get extra. So is there even a way to make that any better? I don't think there is, because their expectations are always going to be higher, aren't they? I guess if they've got their own solo house, maybe? I don't know. That is 199 whiskers. We have no houses, though. So let's go ahead and get them. So glorious houses. We can do them all the way along. Do not forget my beautiful decorations that are the hanging gardens. I hope you like the layered thing. I think it's really cute. And that one is officially piped in. So when we go heat now, we are completely covered. So all is good. No drama. So we managed to get it all sorted. If let's show the networks. I don't think it's going to change. There's these bits where there's a gap. I've gone up one to allow them to still walk through. So that's what we've kind of gone with. I think it looks pretty cool. We've got one in the middle there. And then we've gone one lower. So we've got another layer of the steam pipes this way, where we've kind of utilized it to come into this one. Then we've gone up and over on that one. And we've got one over this way I haven't actually put in yet. So I didn't quite finish. We've got one more to go. And then we can come all the way in. Boom. That one is now piped in. So pipe steam all the way across when that one's built. So completely done. And we are ready. So all farms will run through the winter now, no matter what. And all houses will be nice and warm. So fully automated the steam. And this is just running, for context, this is literally just running off one. I don't know if I'll need a second one, so I might get that in ready. But that's easy enough. We can literally put it here, look, and then pipe over the top again into that. So when that comes in, we'll have two, and they'll fuel both of these, and that runs the whole heating network. And then we've got one separate one this side to run the baths. Now, the other side of it is we probably should get steam tanks in. So this I'd be tempted to stick. Is that something you can put downstairs? It would be if we had the extra room, but no, it says position underground, so you're not actually allowed. I'd be tempted to stick it here then. So the pipe has to be above where they walk. There we go, and then they go in. Let's end the day so then I can show you. Look at this. Oh my god. Wow. Yep, that's the power of furniture and these being in. No drama. They are the happiest little mice ever. And look at this. So full steam tanks can fill up when needed, so we can have this just up and running. And we can just keep going along with this. We could even do some around the back. which honestly I feel like I want to do. I think they'd fit. Yep. Uses iron bars, but that's all right. There you go. Look, full team tank setup. These guys can fill up when they're needed, so we have a massive fallback should we have a problem. And that's just off those two. So we've got great water storage, great pipe storage, all in. I'm just going to unload the smaller one. We've got a tax collector tomorrow. I don't think... Oh, we do have a smuggler, and we've got so much to sell, so hopefully they have some stuff in. And just to finish off this section, I am going to get the last of my houses in, just so it polishes off where we're up to. And this area, I can go all the way across, and it hides my stairs and the slide in the middle. I think looks awesome. We officially have a lovely hanging garden decorated walkway as they come through. That is so nice. And I can use the frames to put the plants on. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's all right. Yeah, that looks nice from there. Look at the central storage. I've incorporated it in. Looks good. We need something in there. Now, if I could get a decorative water fountain in here, that would look amazing. But there's no way to pipe that in without it ruining everything. So no, we can't do that. There's the whisker launcher there as well. Let's have a look, because I want to try these again. Realistically, where can I pipe in from? Wouldn't mind having a go from here. And then see if they can launch up onto the top. I don't know. Let's try it. Still didn't find a very good use for these, if I'm honest. Personally. We shall try, right? It's in day 195 finished. Nearly 2,000 better off on approval. So we'll see. Let's set destination. See, look, they're only good. You want to go vertically, so it'd have to be over this way. So let's get rid of that. Almost pointless there. So for me, I don't see a very good use for them personally. Maybe in here, we'll try it. That might get them up to there. Pipe that in. We can set a destination. There we go. We can go up. So they can launch via this up to there. Launch cost is 10. I was hoping these would let you shoot really far, but they don't. Right, we've got 31 in stock of these bad boys. So take some cut stone, got some rope for you. Oh my god, look at our jam pastries. And my fish skewers. Holy moly. We are doing a good job on those. Let's reduce the planks down, take some more of these. And there we have it. 31 again. So much. And just in time for the old tax ship. I've got to wait for him to come in. There we go. I'm going to give him the full whack. Boom. And we're going to take more fertilizer. Look at that. It's on green now because we've fertilized 102%. So flax coming out of the wazoo. It's not quite yet, but I like to think it is. And launch a whisker with a steam pad. I must be using it because I just got the achievement. Right, we're going for more fertilizer. And there it is. Let's take some tea and soap as well. Boom. Maybe I can see some use for this now. You can go really far up instead of a... I could 100% turn off the lower tier foods on here, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to allow probably... Some have favorites, but I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm going to say only have these guys in. That makes a lot of sense now. We're on to tier 3. There's no mushroom stew, but we'll go fish skewers and jam pastries only. And then the soups, they're not something we can sell, so we'd be better off pausing work on that one for now. And we'll keep an eye on the food numbers to see how they do. But day 197 next. Very happy, very, very happy little whiskers. So I just clicked an accept all, so we got a bunch of people that are no good. But I said screw it. We're coming to the end, so why not give loads of people a chance to live in the best colony ever. The day has ended and you'll be happy to know that I've been doing some lovely decorating. Let me show you. So just getting some trees in all the way through here now. My paths are full of flowers. It looks lovely. I want to fill this area in though. Yeah, look at that. We got it all the way along. I've got like paths of flowers now. It looks really nice. No lights though. I need to get some of those across the top, but I'm just keeping an eye every one I place. There isn't a blockage, but we seem to be fine. Just realized I didn't pipe water into this guy. So I think, can I... That's going to be a problem. This one isn't going to work because we don't have water. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. I can get it in from there. Hopefully that blocks the front though, actually. Blocks this. It's disabled, so we should be able. Thought I could use that to connect in and get the water pipe, but it seems like you can't because the water pipe's back here. Get rid of that soup kitchen. We're just accepting we don't need it anymore. Just so I can get my steam boilers in this area. We'll leave a space clear so it can use it if it needs to. This guy is definitely more important. And that should be nice and easy then to connect the pipe in as well. It may even still fit there if we need it. The soup kitchen. But yeah, I don't think we need it, so we've fully moved on. I think I can get something else in here should I need it. Looking though, fabrics are back up really nicely. All our stuff is good, to be honest. So we'll save this space for one of the others. I am trying to get this done in time, the fine kitchen. So that'll probably be where this has to go. Well, let's go then. Last couple of days. Look at this, guys. You should be proud of me. I'm very happy whiskers. And they are rapid. I'm putting some lovely decorations. They absolutely love coming through here. Makes them really happy. And Smuggler's here again with quite a bit. So I'll give away some planks. That's loads of medicine. Wow, did you see how much that medicine gives? And the food. Yep, there we go. 27. I forgot about you. Still going up here. Doing a good job. You've been keeping my wood numbers going. For God knows how long. There we go. Large shipment. We still have some gold bullions to spare. So building up that fertilizer, I haven't needed to craft it myself at all. So there's multiple ways you can kind of do it, right? But look at this. It's on 106% now. But all of these are good. There's like no rotation needed or anything. It's nuts. Right, I re-roll to try and get fertilizer and things. Medicine is also worth like 100 and something each. So that's something you probably should make if you want to use it as a trade option. But again, I'm after fertilizer here. We have a lot of rolls we can do. Although, to be fair, do we need it? No, I'm going to take these two then. Get some more tailored cloaks in. We get a nice buff of those. We do have 211 in now. 32 spare. I don't need them. I could enact the trinket thing and start crafting some of those, but it's just not really needed. I just need to pipe this bad boy back in. Go. So we've got our launcher. Not happy about these being, so really, realistically, I'd go underground with these. That is something we could probably do, though. If we look at where the launcher is, we probably could just mine that out. Yeah, that actually works there. So we can get the launcher steam from underground. So we'd have to connect it in probably on this guy, but that's fine. Yeah, get him in down there. Get mining this stuff. I mean, let's overtime it, right? Screw it. Come and do that. You can pipe that bad boy in, then the launcher, and we won't have to have this ugly pipe running through, which honestly, I'll be happy about. It ruins the aesthetic. Let's rock on in to day 200. I think it's safe to say we have got the happiest ones. Dare I say it, across YouTube. I know that's a massive lie, by the way. It's just a joke. Don't take it too seriously. I feel like very much so the next, if I was to do another 100, it would be just purely optimization, but that would go for pretty bad viewing, I can't lie. Right, the launcher is piped in via the bottom. 5286, you guys are legendary. So yeah, the Whisker launcher, I mean, we placed them around where we could do this, right? This guy, I don't know, yeah, it's still good. I might even be able to set the destination further. We have chili peppers in, by the way, now as well. We're not going to have to find kitchens and stuff in time. The research is crazy slow. I reckon you probably would be beneficial to get like 3 research labs to counteract the coordination overhead. I don't know though. So the 11, the times 0.89 that you get for having a second one, probably reduce it to better than just having one, right? Or it's for the amount of people you need. Maybe later on. I don't know if that scales too. But let's have a look around as we go through this final night. I think let's take ourselves through. I know this looks like Spaghetti Junction, but it makes sense to me. And I absolutely loved building up like this. I think it's been great. And have it using the current terrain to get the farms to go as they want, right? It's been awesome. But as we finish off, guys, this is the final product. I do appreciate you being here. Really, really do. I hope you've enjoyed this 200 days here. And obviously, give us a shout if you love Whiskerwood, still watching, that kind of thing, and you want to see more later on when a couple more updates are come. Let me know as well, because I'd all be for it, and I really want to optimize myself, you know. But these guys wandering around using the lifter, they are loving life. As always, I hope you have a great day. Hit the thumbs up, all that jazz. Links are in the description for anything else. Hope you have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one.